Ha ha ha, my mic's not on. Ha ha. Streamer right here. What up, Towel? Yo, BTS, what's up? I saw that your message was first, so I wanted to acknowledge it. My mic was not turned on, so I was just sitting there talking to no one. Pretty crazy. pretty crazy. Well, let me see. What did you say? You said, let's go. What up, BTS? What up, Towel? Hey, man, love the content? Yo, Issa, thank you. Very nice of you. It's very nice of you. So we're starting today off by watching a video. Very excited about it, but I do want to just kind of hang out. You know what I think? Hi, baby. Hi, Chaotic. For YouTube people that can't see her, she's on Twitch. I'm on 2 streams right now. I realized something. I think that the way that I stream is by not spam playing the game. I think that that's literally the way that I'm supposed to stream. I just ate dinner, and I had 2 like little egg sandwiches. They're not like sandwiches with egg. They're like literally egg sandwiches. It's like 2 layers of egg with like a layer of like turkey sausage in the middle. It's really good. Really freaking good. Pretty pleased with that. Let's look at today's daily macros and calories. I think I was a little high, but that's okay. Let's look at it. So today we ended our day at 1917 calories, which is like a little high for me. 196 grams of protein. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, Caitlin, you're on YouTube too. Hi, baby. Yeah, so just shy of 200 grams of protein, 1900 calories. Pretty good stuff. I'm trying to diet again, so I'm doing that whole thing, you know. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, trying to take care of my health and shit. What up, Shaq? I don't know what that's supposed to say, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck you're saying there. I don't know what you're saying. Dude, the Pred Reddit has been super dead today. Makes me sad. I hate whenever like people aren't posting and talking about shit. I want to engage, but there's nothing to engage with, man. Nothing to engage with. Woo. I'm also thinking about like maybe like randomly just throwing in like an in-house in the middle of my stream every now and then. Just like we'll do like a random custom. Everybody just play your best. Get whatever role you get. Obviously you can't do like role queue. Just pick whatever role you get and then play it like it's a normal game, but like with people that are watching. I don't know, that could be fun. That could be fun. All right. So yeah, let's just hang out for a little bit, and then we're gonna watch this 15-minute video that I'm excited to watch with y'all. Actually, we'll probably just watch it now. I don't think I have a reason to wait. So, I talked about this in... Hold on, let me see if I can find Grady's YouTube. Oh, I forgot what he called his series. Grady Predecessor. What's the video? We're going to talk about that. Am I subbed? Okay, I am subbed. So, Grady did Chatty Grady, if y'all remember. This is a really good thumbnail, by the way. I really like that thumbnail. Grady did Chatty Grady, where he had... like it was like a role kind of podcast, and in the jungle episode he was like, there was like something one of the questions was something along the lines of like, what advice do you have for junglers? And one of my pieces of advice was watch League of Legends videos. Like it's literally like one of my pieces of advice. This guy is the best League of Legends jungle like YouTuber. Verkayu. I love watching Verkayu's videos. I don't watch all of them because they're not always applicable, but like he makes really good jungle videos. I don't watch meta because I don't play League. I like to learn. It's like when I watch Verkayu's jungle videos, it's like learning MOBA theory. Does that make sense? It's like I'm not learning on how to jungle on Pred, but I'm learning about how to be a better jungler. Does that make sense? So I really like watching Verkayu. He's probably one of my favorite content creators right now. Like I said, I don't watch all of his videos, but you can see I watch a pretty decent amount. I don't watch, like I said, I don't really watch a lot of the meta stuff because I don't play League. So so we're going to be watching a Verkayu video today. It just went live an hour ago, and it's called 5 Pro Ganking Tips to Client Season 14. It might have, here's the thing, it's not like everything he's going to say is going to translate to Pred, but it might have some good theoretical things to consider when it comes to playing jungle in Pred. So we're going to watch that today, right now, in fact.
There's one part of it that in League of Legends,
that's how I learned to improve my macro and Bobos. I watched LoL even though I didn't play it. Yep. So it's a really good thing to do. I think it's like one of the best things you could do is watch League.
There's one part of it that every single laner and a lot of junglers wish never existed. That's ganking. The thing is, about Season 14, the map changed, so everybody thought ganking would be completely different. Ganking would be changed, it would be safer for laners and harder for junglers. What you don't see is zero ganking at all. Still, the most important thing that a jungler can learn to impact the map. And so in this jungle guide, we are going to be—
Wait, I haven't paid much attention to Season 14. This new lane jungle path is fucking sick. It's sick. I've never seen this before. This is awesome.
Having a look at 5 very important,
that's really cool,
borderline OP strategies around your ganking in the Season 14 new map that will let you take control of lanes and games
fuck you, Courtney. Fuck you.
In essence, absolutely everything you need to know about ganking, and it starts off with the ganking checklist. Then we'll talk about fog of war, angles of approach, and exactly how you can maximize your ganking on this new map. But as you can see, the very baseline of this image was from last year. I changed the map, and all of a sudden, the Silas's approach cannot be done because that gap in the wall no longer exists. So we will talk about those things, but the summoner spells, is the lane push, pull, or neutral? Are there mobilities for your champion enemy laners?
Oh, I love this. I love this so much. My camera's in the way, but he's got a ganking checklist, and the ganking checklist is summoner spells. So for our consideration, the question is flash. Does the player have flash? Is the lane push, pull, neutral? You should always be questioning this. Even in Pred, you should always be questioning this for ganking. Mobility for ally and enemy laner, you should be questioning whether or not they can get away from you, whether or not your teammates can follow up. Consider CC options for both teams. It's kind of the same thing. It's like you're considering mobility for both teams, you're considering CC for both teams, and then ultimate's available. Is ganking like when they're level 6 but you're not level 6? Like if I'm ganking off lane and the off laner is an enemy Greystone and I'm still level 5, is that a good gank? Like, think about it. Like, no, fuck no, that's not a good gank. That's a terrible gank. So I really love that he does this. Like this ganking checklist, super, super smart. I think for a lot of players, this is probably not common sense. To me, this feels a little bit like common sense, but I think I would definitely consider like newer junglers or just like lower tier players to consider things like this, like a checklist. So pretty cool.
Who has CC from all of you and who doesn't? What ultimates are available? Remember that 530 wave brings about level 6, so can I gank at 5 minutes to remove that Shen power spike or that Malphite ultimate spike? Always assume this ganking checklist in your mind, no matter where you're ganking. Mid lane, bottom lane, top lane. If you're invading a raptor camp, it doesn't really matter. The idea is the same. Now, before we talk about those angles of approach I mentioned and all the 5 magical tips that you need to know, remember the Jungle Changes video where we talked about Fog of War and I showed a Volibear and a Nunu, basically just frolicking around doing some really weird things, showing you the Fog of War changes that you need to be aware of. Yeah, there can be wider openings into the lanes, less angles of approach because there's big fat walls in the way, but the vision radius on wards, champions, and minions hasn't changed. You can see here the example from mid lane and how one can apply a gank, but hopefully that drives the point home. There are pockets in the Fog of War that you can use that can be misleading for you as the jungler as well as the laner. And as always, if you want the best Season 14 content, you absolutely must head over to Verkayu.gg. I have a as we play lane. I don't know why. Anyone you know, jungle diff every game you play, click the link below or head to Verkayu.gg. Why did you look at this weird gank where the Vayne goes all in upon the enemy Varus top lane? I don't know why they're playing this stuff. And you from the jungle position would assume, she saw me, it must be warded in the brush. They saw my approach because of Fog of War and the new changes to the map. But then let's swap over to the Vayne's perspective and guess what? All she saw was fresh snow to snort in the form of the enemy top laner's gold. She died for it, yeah, but it wasn't because of the Fog of War and seeing the enemy jungler approach. She just figured, cool, this guy's bad, I can kill him.
Game is so damned way OP.
It's important to know when you're seen and not seen.
Maybe,
Fog of War, wards,
I think both games are doomed personally, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Good angles of approach, abuse Fog of War.
Time will tell.
The new map presents more angles in some places, like bottom lane, and less in others, like red side top lane, who are more protected now than—
You know what I want to do? I just had a feel like this screenshot right here, like that one y'all can't really see behind the one we just looked at, it kind of makes me want to redesign the map. I think I'm going to do that, actually. I'm literally going to redesign the Pred map today and see if I can come up with, or like try to come up with some good ideas. Yeah, I'm going to try to do something like that. We'll open up a Photoshop and we'll continue this video.
The Durex reference, but you get the idea. Some of the most important things about ganking is understanding that if you know something is warded, you can go around that vision. This is so you end up approaching the laners at an angle that allows you to stack your CC properly, to dish out your damage when you have no CC, to maximize the amount of damage that you can get out, period. If it's warded, you walk over it and you start ganking from a terrible angle, you will simply run at people running in the other direction, and nothing will happen. That's why this ganking example here is great even if it was warded. It doesn't matter. They are pushed up so much that warding is irrelevant, which is why we think about the ganking checklist. What's the position of the wave? What's the position of the laners? Middle,
then you can gank.
Push, or pull. Just go if it's warded when it's pushed all the way up. Do not stop. If you stop to clear the ward, you're going to lose that amazing angle and they will just disengage. Now, if the lane is more neutral and it's actually warded, you probably would not be able to do anything about this gank, as they would simply back up and make it quite difficult for you to actually hit that.
Yeah, if it's neutral, you're going to get a bad angle.
Different angle around the outside, circumventing the vision. If you have great CC or just high damage and maybe they're already chunked from resources due to previous trades, then most likely you could very easily invest in going around the long way, especially if the...
Dude, you know what's crazy is I watch for Caillou's videos and I've literally sat with myself for a good amount of time and I question, how can I recreate this for Pred? And it's so hard, dude. Like, the editing is so crazy, but also I feel like it's really hard to illustrate for third-person MOBAs. Like doing like look at all these these images and he shows the angles and stuff. It's like really nice. I feel like it's so hard to do this for Pred. At some point, maybe I'll mess around with like some kind of a video format where I do something like this, but it feels really, really hard. I cringe so hard when people shallow ward while pushing and cry about getting ganked. Yeah, you got a deep ward, man. Like, you know, like right before you get to the stairs from duo lane, like in the river, like that ward is so annoying to run into as a jungler. Like, because I can't even get out of my own jungle without being spotted first. It's so stupid. I hate that ward so much. I have to like go through mid lane stairs, walk in front of Fangtooth Pit to go around that ward to gank duo. Duo is impossible to gank in Pred. Duo is so hard to gank in Pred. It feels like I've been saying this a lot lately. Duo feels like not worth ganking anymore. Like, I used to hate ganking offlane. Now I never want to gank duo and I just want to sit on offlane and mid. It feels so impossible. The lack of players not even putting the slightest effort into learning the basics and logics of macro makes the players who did that high excellent players, which is sad. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, we don't really have a reason. Like, if you think about any game, the bar of skill gets moved when there's a reason for it too. Pred, there's not really a reason for people to get better yet. Like, once you introduce ranked and once the player base grows, like, everyone will get better, you know? You could have the mini-map out to the side of those arrows on it. Yeah, it's just like, I feel like the illustration's like so much better and easier on a top-down MOBA is all. Because the LoL is huge and has those high-res map zoom-outs to use. Well, not even just like high-res zoom-out maps, like true. It's more of just like the game being a top-down game. I feel like seeing it top-down, illustrating it top-down, like it all translates very cleanly. It's all very clean to understand.
Enemy jungler is on the opposite side, which in this particular example that we're using with all the arrows, he was. Now, obviously, you noted we shifted from one gank to another, changing the champions and the different positioning of the enemy laners. And notice
this is a CC consideration
gank
gank
approach compared to the previous gank. More in the middle, cutting as much as possible in order to cut off their retreat. We didn't want to go the long way because that gives them time to escape. You can't go too tight because then you're just going to be running at them. You need to split the difference. It's like throwing a ball where the receiver is going to be versus where they are right now, which would just be, you know, the ball would go nowhere. Now, as a lot of you might want to avoid the sports metaphors, that's the only one I'll make this video, and this is where you must...
Hard to gank if duo is good, wards and pays attention, but so many teams push to tower and then the shallow ward of fog wall is useless. Yeah, but that's the point. Like, only shitter players do that. You know what I mean? Like, in competitive, I'm not, like, I'll never go to duo lane. Like, in pubs, like, yeah, I can gank duo a little bit. But yeah. Include more, whereas with Pred, an entirely different POV. Yeah, exactly. It's just, like, in Pred, it's like, I think I would have to do these examples with like stills, not moving video, if that makes sense. I don't know. Always ward stairs, 3 camp, and you should be good. stairs, a 3 camp on offlane. Might have to record. Oh wait, I guess 3 camp is also on dual lane. I forget. Depends on what side of the map you're on. Yeah, might have to record a replay using drone for some top-down views of the plays. Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I've never tried actually trying to record top-down in Pred. I never record out of the replay system, so I just don't really know the limitations.
Also know your limitations and continue to auto attack and use spells. It's okay if you miss spells. Just keep checking your autos, auto-canceling, throwing out your spells, and you will always get these kills. We'll talk a little bit more about this in the next sections when we really focus on the tips. But best junglers and challenger jungler gangs...
What are we doing right now? We are watching my favorite League of Legends YouTuber named Verkayu because he's really, really good at teaching jungle. And when you watch like high-level jungle guides and high-level League of Legends, a lot of that like can theoretically translate to pretty much any MOBA. So I think I've been giving people this tip for a long time. Watch League of Legends if you need to learn shit about MOBAs. So we're just kind of doing that with his most recent jungle guide, which is, well, most recent jungle video. It's like 5 pro ganking tips to climb in season 14. For me, I feel like when I watch videos like this, a lot of it's like refresher, but I also just think it's like nice content to consume. So even though I don't play League at all, it's nice to consume.
Go through these motions. Obviously,
also, his editing is great. Phenomenal editing.
They're not bots, they're not dummies. They're not going to sit still and absorb your spells. They're going to dodge. They're going to flash. You're going to miss some things. Knowing your limits is also about knowing that when you miss something, how do you adapt to still have success? And that's why I said don't go all the way around here, even if it is warded, because, you know, time doesn't freeze. If you take too wide of an angle of approach, whether it's warded or not, and your bottom lane is in a weaker position, what if the enemy bot engages fully, gets a double kill, and now you arrive, hello, I've arrived with your cake, but it was an ice cream cake, and you decided to take the scenic route. It's melted, everybody hates you. All of this applies to mid lane and top lane as well. Your angle of approach based upon vision and proper pathing will enable all of your ganks. If it's warded and the lane is neutral with you, and
see, a lot of this video is about Fog of War, which isn't really applicable. But it's not terribly unapplicable either.
If you and your team have great CC, then you can just walk through that vision in order to stack it up and get the kill anyway. Ideally, your laner is engaging with that CC, but sometimes they're dumb. It's not their fault, they have to play lane. You can go ahead and lead with your CC if possible, but just so you're aware that they might not open with it. If it's not warded and the lane is neutral, you want to take that high arcing pathing just to ensure your angle is good for the gank, but you don't want to waste too much time overdoing it. The Zyra Blitzcrank example is perfect for this. This of course works in any lane. Don't just run at the enemy laners from the front so that they go the other direction. Move in a way that surprises them, that cuts them off from Fog of War.
You know what? I wish we had, I just now realized something. I wish we had this.
The other direction.
I wish we had this right here. It shows who gets the kill, but then it also shows the assist. I really wish we had that. That'd be really nice. That'd be fucking sick.
Move in a way that surprises them, that cuts them off from Fog of War, that shows, oh, whoa, hey, I warded, how did you show up here? These are the pathing fundamentals I teach at every level in all of my private Discord and courses and things, because if you know how to detect and understand Fog of War and hug walls all the time, 99%, even if it is warded and you don't know, you'll be able to, you know, sneak and slither your way through the jungle, move in a way that surprises them all the time. Now, with all of that in mind, the Fog of War, the angles of approach, understanding the different aspects of the map, let's talk about how there are 5 ways to really ensure ganking success in Season 14. Now, I mentioned knowing your champion limits according to your current situation. What do you do when you have to gank X and you are with Y and Z teammates? Now, we've looked at the importance of continuing to auto-attack and making sure you secure that kill, but look at this Hecarim gank example. Despite his bot lane not having the tools to engage on that enemy bot lane, he is aware of that. He understands the ganking checklist. He uses
OP has bushes, and I didn't actually hate him. I mean, I don't think they're great in OP, but like, it's not because they're bushes that I don't think they're great. I just didn't think they did an amazing job with them, but I don't hate them. I don't hate them. It's just a design choice.
Free Malphite out, free gank. But what if you got Soraka top lane? Can you still gank it? The best junglers, they can do it. In this Kayn clip, we notice how even if Kayn is 2 levels below a Victor, and the Qiyana is 1 level below him too, he still goes in for the gank knowing that Victor is outnumbered, and along with his own Kayn damage, will allow him to kill the Victor even if it was close.
Like level consideration 2v1.
He knew Victor had no flash, so again, ganking checklist, no summon of spells, I know he's got nowhere to go, free kill for me. Most of the time,
I really like the emphasis on ganking checklist. I've never thought about explaining that before, but I really like that.
He will 2v1 you guys.
I really like that concept.
But other laners, if you know your champion's limitations, your spikes, your different itemization amounts, then hey, this mage, he's helpless, he will die. And you'll notice how this isn't very complicated.
You know what so much about MOBAs is? So much about MOBAs is having like an updated and well-defined database of knowledge inside your brain and the ability to access it instantly. That's literally how to be good at a MOBA. Know everything, keep all of that knowledge up to date, access it quickly and instantly. Like, you learning about LoL? No, I like watching this League of Legends YouTuber because it's like jungle theory for me. So I just like apply like anything that is applicable to Pred. I've been watching League for like a decade, right? Like I watch Worlds sometimes. I keep up with esports on League sometimes. It's just a game that it's where I got my MOBA start. So it's just something I kind of keep up with every now and then and pay attention to, even though I don't play it and haven't played it for like 8 years.
Giving you a clip on how to know exactly what your champion limitations are. That would take me about 300 years to record for each champion, but look at this Lee Sin clip. We can see him failing a Q, and instead of autoing, it doesn't matter in the end. Why? That's because he only had to use his ward dash plus E with auto attacks as a finisher.
I can't get into phone games, man. I'll never be a mobile gamer.
Require 100% input.
Wild Rift is just not for me.
If you fail at half of it, it doesn't really matter. Often enough, you will have such type of ganks once you know the limits of your champions to be able to make up for your mistakes, make up for the enemy dodges, you'll know what the opponent's champions do, and you'll have your backup strategies. Like, oh, you know, I want to gank but not use my ultimate. Well, I missed my spells, I guess I gotta use my ultimate. But as long as you get the kill, double thumbs up. The second mega pro tip is be mindful of the minion wave and the resources your laner and their opponent has. Process all the information and see if you can truly gank or not. And guess when you do this? Not when you've left your jungle and you're sitting in the river and you're looking at the laner on your calculator.
What's with this carry top lane shit? Is that like a league meta currently? I've seen a Zarus, Varus. Yeah, Varus, my bad. Varus and a
well, in this case, this is what
the fucking arrow bitch.
Likely thinking
Can't think of her name.
Why do we think that just watching this as
Vayne in top lane in this video?
Is clear, notice
that must be like a new meta for League. Something that's happening in Soloki or some shit.
He used his F key, said, low resources, free kill. He didn't just full clear blindly because some guy told him never gank and impact the lanes. Cheese never works. Smart adaptive junglers always work. Because we observed the laner's resources.
Oh, Karthus, my first ever League of Legends main. I used to be a mid laner main for like half the first season of League of Legends.
In this case, if you look at the minimap, she goes straight to help the Tryndamere, not because he's a real sexy hunk in the cinematic, but because he's in need. And he's a sexy hunk from the recent cinematic. He might have been low, but Tryndamere was 6, and they were 5, so they had no way to kill him fast enough when he had his ult available. Thus, Lilia rushes over, thinking she can save him.
Then I fell in love with
the
likes of Warwick, Master Yi, and Jarvan.
Sadly, he is dedicated to only one. And also, this
I love Jarvan. Dude, Jarvan was so fun.
Number 3, not having enough patience, aka using your CC or mobility stifling abilities too soon, can lead an enemy to escape very easily. Now, this works in multiple ways. For example, if I want to gank a lane that has good CC, but the Leona, isn't in the lane, and I just rush on in thinking I can get the kill, they get away, not dying, and all of a sudden the Leona shows up. Well, why didn't you just wait for me? Then we can stack our CC spells and get the kill. Do a grump, play some vision, chill out, have some tea. When Leona arrives back from base,
Xinjiao was a lot of fun too.
Jungle diff. Also, it happens when, there's a Leona in the lane and you show up and you just all hit your stuns at the same time. Instead of letting her hit her stun, then you hit your stun, you take turns. Basically, you ensure that the enemy laner never moves again. And you've seen that with this Xinjiao and Leona example. As she engages, he goes in, and yeah, it's one of the most scuffed team fights you'll ever see, but in those situations, Xinjiao knows he has everything in control and actually scores a lot of kills. How nice for him, Fringe champion.
Oh my god.
Now, if we shoot to the other side of the map in the top lane, it's very difficult to gank in Season 14, apparently. The Jax remembers the Fog of War tricks and sections that most of you probably skipped. I would go back and watch it, and instead of showing quickly, he's patient. He waits a bit for the engage from the laner, and when he's about to go and gank, he hugs the wall nice and tight, good vision pathing, always like this, cuts the Malphite from coming to his turret, reveals himself from the Frog of War as late as possible, and all of these small details in terms of stacking CC, coming in surprising the enemy jungler, these result in kills. These result in powerful ganks. The fourth thing here is target selection. Which champion do you think is going to die from your gank first? Who do you focus on, and when should you peel? In this example here, our jungler knows he's outnumbered, thus has to focus on the kill he's closest to, and proceeds to not do much afterwards. He cannot greet for another kill, otherwise he also would die. In this other example, Evelynn W's the Jinx, but instead of going on her immediately, she goes on the Karma to chip some damage onto her, then switches onto the Jinx to get that full charm, beautiful ultimate usage, and Jinx dies instead. Later, she also kills Karma,
Evelynn's ult?
sacrificing her own life, but she got a double kill, which is only good for assassins. A 2-for-1 for assassins early is always beautiful because you will use
Get her
that gold
ass.
more than
Get
they
her.
will, and it's
Nice.
goals on you, a singular entity, versus on 2 people, the enemy, who died.
Dude, what
and
the
only got
fuck?
assists.
Evelyn looks
Unlucky.
badass.
What about top lane? Yes, the gap in the wall is
I haven't
gone,
played
so you
Evelyn
have
in
to
a long
gank like
time,
the Jax,
so.
as I showed just now. But you can also, with this Evelyn, the same Evelyn, see that when they overcommit on these dives, you can counter gank it and counter dive it as well. You can also dive it, you know, if you're blue team, but Grace wanted to flash in from the front. So to cut Ahri away from the dive, the Evelyn focuses on her instead. This leads to both Ahri and Graves dying because of this decision alone. Small detail here. Evelyn W's the Ahri really quickly to get the slow, not waiting for the full CC. This allows her to close the gap, get the kill. Now Graves is stuck and he will die as well.
So you know what's crazy? Okay, so I wonder where he pulls his gameplay from. That's another thing I have for Verkayu. Like I don't really I don't get on the League client ever. So I wonder if you can just like look up like high level games and watch them, because he keeps names off, so we're not like, there's no like exposing players, or you know, there's no like, they're just situations that happen. But I would assume these are like high level players, and it's like really interesting that a lot of his videos are very like what are they, like example based. That's what I was trying to say. Like a lot of his videos are just like examples of shit that happens in high level play.
Now the fifth
Just
and
really
final
fun
thing
to
here
watch.
is repeat ganking, because you know if a target is free when they have no flash, we've referenced this in this video, or anything useful in terms of mobility, just gank again. You kill them, you go farm some camps, you kill them as soon as they get back to lane. You kill them, you do a crowd, they TP back, you kill them again. At the same time, those things are pretty easy. Don't focus too much on one singular lane, because not only will you ruin yourself with counter jungling and losing objectives, but the enemy jungler gets free real estate on the other 2 lanes. So repeat ganking, logically, that makes a lot of sense, but have a balance while also spreading your lead onto other lanes is a better strategy for you to actually climb. It's also meaningful to note that sometimes you won't get kills, and that's okay. Simply forcing people to be chunked, burn sums, spells, and HP, and forcing them to go back to base can win a lane for you.
I love that he said that, because I feel like people often think that like the only way you have a successful gank is if you get a kill. Like, it's not true, dude. Like, getting a ton of damage on someone just enough to influence the next like handful of minutes for that lane is like super good. Obviously getting an assist or a kill is, you know, best case scenario, but you know, successful ganks just come from like being a variable in the enemy player's lane. Like, if my laner in mid, for example, gets ganked 3 times on rivers and I never show up, it's like, yikes, that sucks, right? Like, and that happens sometimes, because sometimes like my vision for the game just doesn't line up. What up, Soul Reaper, you fat, cheeked up, caked up, fucking big ass, juicy, bouncy chinks motherfucker. But yeah, you get the point.
Showing up to help push a wave out can win a lane for you even if you intended to gank, but the laner got the solo kill. So what you've seen here in this video are 5 core tips as well as general
just hopped on right now. We're finishing watching a jungle video that I wanted to watch. I'm probably going to do like maybe some jungle bot reviews, play a little bit of jungle, obviously. So just a little bit of like trying to focus on something in this stream intently, so I don't maybe just talk about Pred all night.
At the same time, please do not forget lane ganks. Track and sit in brushes. Simply you abuse Fog of War to get into those brushes to get a regular gank anyway. Simply run down the lane as a regular. Hey, you can sit behind the turret as a Zyra and flash in with your CC from your team. If your team has no CC, you can't do this. You've got to know when your team can actually do these things, when your champion can do these things. And now you all say, well, for Caillou, how do I actually learn that information? Well, good thing I assembled.
Nice. Nice. That was fun. All right. I think I want to fuck around with this, but I don't know if I want to do this right now or not. Oh, I have the map cut. Whatever. I forgot in that thumbnail. I cut it. I'm going to fuck around with the map in a little bit, probably. I missed one stream when Krashy's watching LOL. I watch LOL a lot, actually. I actually do. Just, you know, I've talked about it in the past. I watched jungle videos to learn about jungling better. So, I think I want to do what OP does, where they have the pits open. I'm not gonna actually do this. I'm too fucking lazy to do this, but I'd like to. I want to talk about how they could redesign the map. I think redesigning the map literally comes from opening the pits and closing off the rivers. Like, that's pretty much all you need to do in this map. Do you lol with lol? Yeah, sometimes if the video is funny. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck with this right now. I thought I wanted to fuck with it, but I don't want to. I want to play the game. I want to play the game. I want to do, like, a explain my decisions video, but I don't know who I want to play. That's another thing. After so much time, I've jungled so much, I don't really know, like... I don't know who to play. Every time I jungle, I never know who to play. Maybe, like, Steel or Richter, because I just literally never tank jungle. I never tank jungle anymore. Because it just feels so hard to win. It feels so very hard to win. Very, very hard to win. Or like, I have an idea for a Bruiser Fangmao build. I know that sounds super shit, and like it probably is, but I kind of want to fuck around with it. I don't know. Good on Crunch. I'm just not a huge Crunch fan, man. I'm actually just like, there's like a couple heroes I just don't really give a shit about. It's like Sev, Crunch, Fangmao. Like, I just don't really care about those heroes that much. What's my streaming schedule? I don't really have one. My streaming schedule is to try to stream as little as possible, if that makes sense. Because I think, like, I just have, like, I like to stream the games that I play when I have, like, a really good relationship. Right now, my relationship with Pred's pretty poor, so I'm trying to not to stream it very much, if that makes sense. Get a Seraph carry? Ugh, that's cringe. I know Sev works for jungle, I just don't like playing him. I just don't like Sev very much, personally. Like, he's good, I don't really care for him. What up, MLG? Alright, I'm gonna play Fangmao, probably. I want to test a build. I've had a build on my mind for a little bit now. 96 friend requests. I just don't ever look at them. They just sit there anytime somebody ever adds me. Let's stand and see. I'm ready for Hunt. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, you want to join the podcast someday? I'm so confused, Appy. What are you asking? The Jungle Guide? The fuck are you talking about, dude? I'm gonna be real with you. I'm lost. What the fuck is Fangmao? Oh, there he is. I'm not like doing a guide right now. I'm just like talking jungle. I want to do like a VOD review for somebody later. I'm doing good. Oh. The Discord. Yeah, but what about the Discord? We need to update the tier list. I think we talked about it a little bit and then I just kind of forgot. And I also need to add what's his dick on there? I need to add Kwong on there. I'll work on it. Yeah, dude, you know what's hard though is that like tier list, it feels weird. I like the idea of presenting like a community tier list for people that get into the game new, but I actually don't even know if it's worth it because like everybody's gonna have a different opinion, like a slightly different opinion on like what the tier list is. So like even though there's like 4 of us that are in the like leadership chat that can work on the tier list, it's like we're all gonna have a slightly different opinion. It's like it's just tough. It's tough. I don't think builds have changed enough. I do need to probably go through them again. I don't think they've changed enough to really need too much iteration. I also might not like I think when I'm in the builds channel, I think I have like I think I have like a screenshot on them, and I might not do that anymore just because it's like a lot of fucking work. Like nobody actually gives a shit if you can click on a picture and go to a build image. Like nobody gives a fuck about that. So I don't know.
4, 3, 2.
Is the game too complicated for a tier list? No, I'm not saying the game's complicated for a tier list. I'm saying who the fuck mirrored me on Fang? I hate when people do that. Why do people mirror? I'm saying like, me, Appy, Grady, and Import are like the leadership team of like the Hunt Discord, right? If y'all don't know about the Hunt Discord, it's a jungle Discord. Where am I going with this? And it's hard for us to put out a tier list because like we don't always agree on things. Like, not saying we disagree, but like, you know, like tier lists are fucking, they're subjective, you know what I mean? That's all I mean. That's all I mean. Like, we could, like, it's like, and like the reality is like any good jungler doesn't really need a tier list. So it's like, I want the Discord to be a resource for like newer junglers or like lesser skilled junglers. That's the whole point. Like, I want there to be like options for discussion. I want there to be like a community tier list, like something people can look at pretty quickly and understand like what the jungle is at, like shit like that. Like, maybe I think I'm a perfectionist too when it comes to stuff like that. Like, it's not like there's a 100% pick build on every hero, right? And it's not like there's just like a completely objective tier list. So maybe I shouldn't care as much as like what the actual product is and more about the intent. Actually, that's exactly what I should do. I should care less about what actually goes out on there, and just as long as the intent is like to be helpful, then I think that's good. I think that should be good. Like, the intent is to like help newer junglers. It doesn't really matter if it's perfect, right? What's the code to get in the Discord? I think it's just !hunt. I think I should have a command for it. But yeah, anybody can join it. You don't even have to be a jungle main. Like, anybody can join it. It's a jungle focused Discord. It's not super active. I just wanted it to be like a nice small community that like jungle players could go to. If that makes sense. Damn. That's a quick offlane death. Do I not have a command? I thought I did. If not, I'll grab a code or a link for it in a bit. I thought I did, but maybe not. Do I not have it in the title of the stream too? I don't know. I can't see any of that shit right now. I'll fuck with it in a little bit. Or check the description on the YouTube videos. Nice. No, people are dying so fast.
Your skill rises.
Why did he just stand there and take it? No. Please don't kill him. Oh shit. Did I get an assist? I don't even get an assist on that. That's so criminal. That's so criminal. Oh, it's jungle. Easy, you're saying you're taking a break from the game? Is that what you're saying there? Fuck, dude. That sucks. They really need skill-based matchmaking? Well, I mean, it's not like they don't have matchmaking, it's just not, like, particularly tuned well. Like, they have skill-based matchmaking, it's just not, like, it's not strict. Like, matchmaking is just rules, right? Like think about, like, matchmaking being, like, a set of parents. Like, your parent, like, some parents allow their kids to go out and hang out with their friends till late at night, some parents don't, right? Like, we need the rules to be more strict. That's all. Is the stream being weird or just me? I mean, it looks good on my end. Looks good on my end. I mean, if he's new, he's clapping on my mid laner right now. So, I don't know. Is my mana regen so high? Well, I mean, I've got the cyan buff, so that's why I have so much mana right now. And now I have blue buff, so mana regen there. All right. We're gonna go out toward the river. We'll go out toward river. Red buff does mana regen? No. I meant blue buff. I said I got the green buff. I got cyan, which gives me some mana. And then I got blue buff. Come on, come trade it. Come on, come trade it. Oh, shit. That's not cool. Dude, my mid laner is trolling. That is truly unfortunate. I probably just need to soak this wave some.
Your skill rises.
I mean, I can't afford to just take a bunch of damage. Alright, dude. Cyan is a river buff? No, Cyan is the outside off lane buff. The green buff. Yeah, Cyan is literally like the thing on the far outside of off lane. It's not a river buff, it's just a lane buff. It's like there's gold in their Cyan, right? It's green, it's whatever you want to call it. I just like, I know it's technically called Cyan, so I called it Cyan. You know? Lane's pushing back this way. Drongo's leaving. I need to gank the Iggy. Had a guy yesterday message me because I didn't rotate to his lane in the last 3 minutes of the game because he died after he started spamming GG. I mean, like, he messaged you on, like, Discord or something? Because that's just, like, an insta-block for me. That's, like, the most cringe shit I've ever heard in my life. Oh, found duo lane. Alright, well, while everybody's doing crazy shit, I'm gonna go get some timers, I guess. Fuck, dude, I was hoping some jungle would be up. Alright, I'm gonna shove duo lane while everybody's just dancing around doing bullshit.
Your power grows.
I remember one time, I'm not gonna say who, there was somebody that streams this game. They don't stream it often, and y'all probably don't know who it is anyways. But there was this guy that streams this game, and I played his team a long time ago in a scrim. And right after the scrim ended, he messaged me and goes, "LOL, imagine tryharding in a scrim." He was like, "I guess your YouTube views are down. You need that content." And I was just like, I was so, like, confused by what I had just heard. You know what I mean? I was like, what? I was so lost by, like, what I had heard. Just, like, I couldn't believe someone would say that. Like, are you serious? Holy fuck, dude, that's a lot of people. Damn. That's a lot of people. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Damn, that sucks. That's a shitty death. I mean, I think y'all should probably poke and contest at that a little bit. Like, you could poke at it and force their jungler to take damage while the rest of them are kind of responding to y'all's damage. Like, yeah, like, look at their jungler. He's low as shit now, and then, like, we could get in there. But they're all scared, so now we just probably die here. I mean, I can't go in. She just bailed. Our Kira just bailed right there. That's so bad. I think you like stand and fight there a little bit. The fuck is happening? This game feels like it's degrading in quality. Unfortunate. What other MOBAs have I played? I've played 90% of MOBAs that have ever existed, so if it hasn't been on a cell phone, I've probably played it, and if it was on PC, I've probably played it. So, I've played MOBAs you've never even heard of. I've played everything. I've just played everything. It's the best way of looking at it.
Your skill rises.
Nice. Dude, there's no way. He's just too strong. Got my ult canceled. Damn, dude. That's crazy. Our mid laner fed and then went off lane. I don't know. That's crazy. Probably a tectonic mallet angle. Probably a tech mallet angle. That's crazy. Thoughts on Heroes of the Storm? I mean, I love the game, but it's obviously dead now. One of my favorites that I've ever played was Heroes of the Storm. One of my favorite MOBAs I ever played was HOTS. Super fun, really unique. The only thing I didn't really care for was like the shared leveling, but that's just because it makes solo queue really miserable, but otherwise it's a really good game. 2 to 3 weeks is the worst matchmaking I've seen in a game. I mean, it's been the same for like forever though. It's not just the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's not like they changed something and it's bad. It's just always been like that. Like the matchmaking has been that bad for 14 months. Yeah, I never played Mobile Legends Bang Bang. I mean, the only phone MOBA I've really played is Pokemon Unite, and I didn't even play it on the phone. I played it on the Switch, so... What up, Sean? How's it going, bro? And I see something about you, like, breaking, like, a sub goal or something. Like, I saw something about, like, your channel hit some more subs. Like, congrats, dude. Keep grinding the content, dude. I mean, admittedly, I'll be honest, I haven't, like, watched, like, a ton of your videos, but I see them popping up. Like, you must be doing something right? Like, you're following the formula, which is to just make content and post it. So, congrats, dude. Keep that shit up. I encourage anybody to make content. I think it's always the best thing that, like, the kind of, like, creator economy could do is to encourage other people to post and stuff. Like, we want as many people interested in posting, because if you grow a following, then that works well for us as well. That works well for us as well.
Allied tower under attack. Enemy
Almost 200 subs? Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit. That is good shit.
Your skill rises. Enemy tower under siege.
Killed me off. Not bad. Not bad. Fuck that up. Alright, we need to base out of here real quick. Come back. Thumbnail advice helped? Glad. I'm glad, man. I am glad. I am glad. I am whatever you say I am. Damn. Come this way, come this way. He's gonna dash away, yeah. Good job. Good job. Oh. It's probably a little extra. Oh, I don't know.
Allied tower under attack.
Let's see if they'll throw something at me. Shit, I'm coming. It's a good angle. Oh no, I don't have an ult though. They see me here, so... Not good, not good. God, I hate this word. Also played every MOBA except for like 2 of them on PC. I won't say I've played every MOBA except for like 2 on PC. There's probably been like a total of like 5 to 10 that I haven't played, but like some of them are super obscure. But yeah, I've played like everything, dude. I've played everything. Gideon's still top mid laner? Yeah, I think he's the best mid laner. Next to like Wraith, like tied with Wraith if you're really good at Wraith. Can we just do this? Cure basing? She's not gonna help me with this? Damn. That's tragic. She could have just helped me with this and then based. This feels a little volatile. Yep. I mean, it is what it is. We've committed to it now. Well. Hey, where the fuck did he go? That was awkward as shit.
Enemy has been slain. Allied tower under
I can't really
attack.
commit to that.
An ally has perished.
Hopefully create something there.
Enemy has fallen.
Cool. We'll take that.
Allied tower under attack.
Can't do shit about mid though. Ugh. What up, that guy? What up, bro? What up, my dude? I want to build here. Kind of in an augmentation mood. Maybe, I don't know. Nah, so definitely a mutilator angle. I missed one? Damn. I'm lucky. Oh, fuck, dude. Probably lose a lot of my blue side jungle there. No flash, dude. Come on, get him. Nope, he had flash. I'm gonna lose a lot of my blue side jungle. Maybe not, maybe not. Doesn't look bad, maybe. I don't know, hard to say. Hard to say. What's the content plan for the future, Krashy? Are we gonna grind some Smite too? So here's the thing. I can't give you a concrete plan because I don't know what's gonna happen. But here's the probable likelihood. If I play Smite 2 and I like it, I'm full quitting Pred. It just wouldn't make sense to do both. So that's like that is like what I would call as the probable likelihood, because I know that Smite 2 is guaranteed to have a future. So the likelihood that Pred can retain me once a game that has a future and is kind of new comes out is going to be really hard. But it's all contingent on whether or not I like the game, right? Like if I don't like the game, like if I actually play Smite and I'm just like, I don't really care for it, then that won't matter. It won't be applicable. But if I do like it, then me and Pred are gonna be ex-lovers, you know? Me and Pred will be ex-lovers. Dude, this motherfucker hurts. These motherfuckers be hitting, bro. They be hitting. Nope, that's theirs. That do be theirs. Well, that sucks. I mean, that sucks. Another team feeds their brains out. Game of Pred. The usual. Yep. GG's. GG's. Pred will die of slow death. Yeah, they'll die. The Pred death will happen when they run out of capital. It'll probably be like 2 years, 3 years. It'll probably be 2 or 3 years, most likely. What in the World Breaker start is that? We'll say this, there's a reason why people left Smite, like Sol and Pinzo. Yeah, there's a reason why they left Smite, and we'll probably end up back on it, though, right? because there's not a better alternative. The reality is there's not a game that can retain them other than Smite. You can maybe dislike Smite, but you can't say that Smite's a bad game. Smite is like it's a tried and true game. Like the game is absolutely a good game and will continue to have a thriving future, if not a better future now that they've recreated the game in Unreal 5, right? Like it's tried and true. The game is slated to do well. The game will absolutely do well. Don't even have to think about it. All you have to do is show up for it. Dude, that motherfucker hurts. That motherfucker hurts.
Allied tower under attack.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Killing spree.
Unfortunate. It's all trickled down onto me now. Sure, it's a good game, but it was amazing how they have to stuck to it. Sure, it's a good game, but if it was amazing, they would have stuck to it. Well, I mean, what's the argument about the people that did stick to it? Just because Pinzo and Soul Reaper didn't stick to Smite does not make Smite a bad game. There's plenty of people that stuck to Smite. In fact, I don't know if you're aware of this, Smite's been around for 10 years. It's not like you make it seem like Smite's like a dead game that like people will all quit just because a couple of people that play Pred don't like it, right? Like that's a little bit stupid, no? Like that's just like it's just like a dumb take, like to be like, oh well, they left the game for a reason. It's like it doesn't matter what Pinzo and Soul Reaper left like it doesn't matter, right? Like if Pred is just not a good game, then like Smite will still be a better game than Pred. I don't know. Oh, thanks. The leash. Dude, this is pretty much every game of Pred I play. I get teammates that are bad, they feed. I struggle to like have impact. The them feeding catches up to me, and then eventually I literally can't have impact, and then the game ends. That's like most of my games of Pred. That's most of my games of Pred are just like me doing well, my teammates feeding, the feeding trickling into my jungle, and then I lose. I like this build though, surprisingly. I think it's like decent. Yo, Stency, you're dog shit, and I just took a mid-wave, but if you weren't 1 in 5, we might have a chance of winning this game. So I don't know why you're pissed that I took a mid-wave when you literally don't know how to play the game. Give me that farm, boy. Give me that farm, boy. Give me that fucking farm. You don't know what to do with it. Get out of here.
An enemy is on an allied tower.
Give me that farm, boy. Let's just go next, boys. Let's just go next, boyos. No go next? Okay. No go next angle.
An allied tower. An allied tower.
My wish for you. The dreams stay big, your worries stay strong. Coming to your stream, it's always the same kind of projected negativity. Well, I mean, stop coming to the stream then. I don't know what to tell you. It's voluntary. I don't know if you're aware, but, you know, watching the stream is $0 and not watching the stream is $0. Also, I mean, it's kind of literal, too. I didn't say anything terrible. Like, what was the last negative thing I said? I said that my teammates feed and then we lose, right? Like, look at the game. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Hey, fuck you, dude. That's not nice. I thought he was just in mid lane. How the fuck did he get there so fast? That's crazy. It's funny to watch you implode. How am I imploding? Like, can you, okay, here, okay, I did this yesterday where, like, I don't mind people disagreeing with me, but, like, let's have a discussion, right? Like, so let's start with your opinion of me, right? Like, if I'm imploding, like, explain to me what your take is, right? Like, what about my activity or my decisions or, like, my behavior is so unacceptable that you feel the need to, like, point out that I'm imploding? Because, like, for one, if we're having a true discussion, I'm just going to disagree. So let's start from there. I disagree about your take that I'm imploding. So now I pass the discussion to you to say, would you mind explaining your standpoint on how I'm imploding? I think I'm being literal about how my game is with a 9 and 23 stat line across my entire team. I think, like, I could probably look at the matchmaking after this game and explain why it's not very good, right? Like, I can do a lot of things that kind of back up what I'm saying, but I just think that you don't like me, and that's fine. I understand that people aren't going to like me, but there's a difference between, like, ad hominems and, like, having an actual standpoint, right? So here's the irony. I've just now stated a lot of important things worth talking about, and you're not intellectual, right? Like, you're not a smart person. So what you're going to do is you're going to throw either another ad hominem or you're going to say nothing at all, because that's what people like you do. You're not intelligent enough to actually have a conversation, but you don't actually have anything to say. So you're just like a waste of time, right? Like, you're just a waste of time and a waste of space, and I'm the problem in your eyes. It's just really interesting, right? Because like I said, I have no problem with people disagreeing with me, but if you're gonna disagree with me, like, have a standpoint, right? Like have something that you stand for. Yo, Big Cat, thanks for the raid, bro. I appreciate you. Because I don't mind being disagreed with. People can disagree with me all day long. That's totally fine. But back it up, right? Like, why do you disagree with me? Why do you know, what is your, like, what's your position, right? Like, what's your position? What about my behavior or what I do, what I say is wrong, or how am I, you know, imploding, as you put it? Like, just give me anything to go off of, right? The last thing you said was, please go to Smite. Like, I'm just waiting for anything, any kind of an intellectual conversation that I can have with you. The problem is that I'm smart enough to know that you're not intellectual enough to have a viewpoint, like an actual argument or any kind of a discussion. So I just have to sit here and, like, I just have to sit here and, you know, take it from you, right, so to speak. Or I could just embarrass you like I just did. So it is what it is. GG's to the enemy team. And yeah, we go next. Because like I said, dude, I welcome, you know what, I've done this before. I welcome anybody to debate me about Pred. If anybody wants to come on stream and have a one-on-one debate about Pred, I would welcome that. Because I know that no one can disagree with me. There is no standpoint other than mine. That sounds a little egotistical, and I think that there's, like, Sockcap has probably been the only person that has given me something to think about. And even then, I still think I can, like, refute some of his takes, but he's the only person that has said, like, one specific thing that I could maybe get on board with for why the game isn't, like, fucked, right? But, like, the reality is, like, nobody can debate me about Pred. Like, a dev couldn't debate me about Pred. No content creator could debate me about Pred. Most people that disagree with me, their disagreement with what I have to say comes from the viewpoint of faith or hope. And either way, that's like, I'm going to show you evidence. I'm going to show you facts. I'm going to give you reasons. And most people that disagree with me, they say, oh, well, I have a lot of hope that it doesn't go that way. I feel I have a lot of faith in them. And it's like, well, those things aren't actually, like, evidence-based, right? Like, those are just the way you feel, right? What did he say? So Sockcap basically explained, like, I'm trying to think of how I can explain it. Sockcap gave me a lot to think about in the sense that technically it is possible that they could develop the game very, very slowly. And do you know what it means to if I say that they burn their player base, do you know what that means? When I say that they burn their player base, it means to, like, basically, like the player base that they have currently, like, if they were to burn that player base, it means, like, you would lose them, right? So they could develop the game very slowly, burn most of the current player base, and make it all the way to free to play. Like, let's say that's 2 years from now. They could make it all the way to free to play in, like, a couple years. And if the game is good enough then technically they have a chance to make it. And I think that's true. I think it's really, really unlikely that that's probably what's going to be that's what's going to happen. And I still think that it doesn't, like, that hypothetical way of thinking doesn't address the speed of development at all, but it is technically possible. Like, it's technically possible that they slow roll their way all the way to free to play. And then by the time they get to free to play and they start marketing and they start, like, gaining players, that they could have a good enough product to try to retain people. I think it's technically possible. I think it's very, very unlikely. But he did give me something to think about by saying that. We don't know what their real pace is. No, I think we do, though. I think that they've given you a 14-month track record to know what their pace is. Like, I'll put it this way. If you don't have evidence to assume their pace is better than what it is, then you have to assume that it is what it is, right? So you could say we don't know what their real pace is, but what does that mean? Like, define what real pace is. And if your definition of what real pace is post free-to-play pace, well then, I mean, the best thing you can do is take the evidence that you have and like cross-reference that, right? Like look at the pace of the game's development over the last 14 months and then use that as reference, you know? But we'll still burn at the current content release rate. I think that's true too, Space. You gotta try to sign up for testing server? I already did. They're not gonna accept me in, but I did. Why not? I did. Why not? But I didn't really want to go off on that tangent. I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to kind of like put that idiot in chat kind of in his place to make him recognize that he has, there's no basis for the things that he says. Most people that disagree with me don't really have like good arguments though. I'm curious what the matchmaking on that last game was. I gotta look at it. 1876 to 1951. It really wasn't that bad. My teammates just got kind of gapped. Dude, that's actually crazy. Stency's literally like a 2K player. He just got shit on. God damn. He's higher MMR than me, but he got fucking dicked. That's crazy. Akaram was just fucking spitting. Akaram was spitting on that one. I liked that bruiser build though. It actually felt pretty nice. It felt like it had some purpose to it. I liked it. I was kind of enjoying it. I might try that again at another point. What's wrong with the game? I'm new. Mostly what's wrong with the game is the speed of development isn't sustainable. Game development across the board has decreased ever since interest rates increase. When they come back down, development will increase. Can you give me correlation? I'm actually interested in that perspective. When do you think the new year blog post things will be implemented? I think that will be sprinkled out over the whole next year. I think those things will come out like over the whole next 12 months. Unfortunately, we don't know what the dev's potential ceiling is. Can they begin to ramp things up, or is this them running on all cylinders? Well, like I said, if you have to hypothetically wonder what they're capable of, the best way to do that, like the best way to understand what they're capable of is to look at what they've achieved, right? Do you have any hopes for Emerald? I mean, I don't have like a lack of faith in Emerald. Like I'm hoping it's good. Like yeah, I have hope that it will be good. I don't know how to answer that question. Like it's an original. I think that we have to kind of see what they can do. I think Kira's design is really simple and kind of boring, but she's also just a carry. So like whatever. She's an auto attack based carry. I think Zarus is pretty good. You know what my biggest gripe with Zarus is? I feel like he's fucking ugly. Dude, it's literally been my biggest gripe. Let me explain what you mean. And it's actually not even that he's ugly. I actually think he looks good. I hate the fact that he's fucking gray. He's so gray. He looks like an unpainted Warhammer 40K model. He should have been green. He literally should have been green, and I think this motherfucker would have slapped. Otherwise, I think he's like a pretty good hero. And his ultimate. I don't like his ultimate, but that's a different thing. Yeah. But yeah, I think Emerald, I'm hoping Emerald will be good. The Federal Reserve goal was to slow down the economy due to inflation. That's how it hits the gaming industry. Well, I mean, I understand interest rates and the Federal Reserve trying to like, you know, manipulate the economy. I don't really understand the correlation to the gaming industry per se. I mean, I'm not really sure I understand. I just don't understand. Come on, no, I think his model looks good. I just hate that they made his base coloring gray. I hate it so much. I think it's so bad, dude. Just like the fact that he's just gray is so weird to me. Every industry affected by interest rates and inflation differently. Riot has even had to lay off developers, and other companies are doing so also. Well, I mean, we're seeing like a really weird correction in the gaming world, right? Like, I think especially in esports specifically, like there was just such big money and like venture capitalists and like really like careless money that got thrown around that caused a lot of big expansions in the esports gaming world to kind of get way bigger than they needed to be. Like if you look at like Overwatch League, for example, like Overwatch League was way bigger of a dream than it should have been. And so then you take like Activision Blizzard Esports, which was like 72 employees, gets cut down to 12 over like the last like 6 years or something. That's like, dude, that's a huge cut, but it's like a correction. I don't really know how interest rates would hit just game development. I'm not, like I said, I just don't really understand how that would happen. But most of these companies are extremely profitable and are just super greedy. Yeah, I feel like most layoffs are literally about profit margins, not like a necessity. But I really couldn't say for sure. I don't know. What about growth potential? I remember yesterday you said they were inexperienced and slow. Do you think it's possible they could become more experienced from Pred? I think that their lack of experience currently will probably lead Pred to fail. So like, yeah, they will become more experienced, but I don't think that that will make this game successful. I like I said, and again, I don't even mean to harp on this over and over and over again. I'm pretty positive that Pred has no future. Like I just don't see it. I don't see a way that they claw out of the mistakes that they've made. But it's really hard to know for sure. It's really hard to know for sure. What in the Kalari Chimera am I supposed to play here? I never know what to pick into Chimera. Let's play some... Fuck, I don't know. Let's play Kwong. I want to say second episode was fantastic. You guys have great chemistry together. Nice. Well, I mean, they're not like a permanent panel or anything. I think my format for the Hunt podcast is to have different guests every single time. Like the show is my show. I'm going to run it. I build all the show notes. I'm going to try to get the guests on and we'll have some good talks about the game. So yeah, probably Kalari mid too. I hate playing into Chimera. He's so overtuned and it's kind of unfun to play into in pubs because Chimera requires a lot of collaboration to deal with and you don't really get that. Zarus next game? Oh, fuck. I could have played him this game. I thought about it. I kind of like hovered him for a second.
The battle begins in 5, 4.
I could have played... I really wanted to play Crunch. I think Crunch in Nakai is pretty good, but my offlaner was already hovering him, so I didn't want to take it from him. So... You guys are very like-minded and you have been on Predcast, so it was great to listen to. Oh, if you mean me and Window, I love Window, dude. Window is just like one of those like very genuine people. Is this a tank angle? This is a tank angle. This do be a tank angle. I think I'm still gonna go Tempest though. Yeah, it's gonna be a Fire Blossom Tainted build. Like I'm gonna rush the Tainted just because I need to. So when's Soul coming on? I mean, he's been invited to like dude, I invite Soul to do things with me so much, and then he's always just like busy or can't or doesn't want to, or it's tough to lock him down. I know he's down for it. I'm also gonna get Import on one of the Hunt podcasts at some point as well. But I want to get him on one that's not where like my main focus. I was talking to Import earlier today, and I told him, I was like, I want to get you on a podcast episode where I'm not in the worst relationship with Pred. And he was like, okay, that's fair. I was like, let me catch you like when y'all announce something big or when something big comes out. He was like, okay, cool. Because I want to get him. I don't want to get a dev on. I don't want to get a dev on the Hunt when I'm shitting on the game. So here's the thing, right? Like, I don't have a problem shitting on the game, but I also don't have a hard time separating my disdain from the game from my enjoyment of human beings and my respect for human beings. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I also want to be very candid about my opinions. So like, if one of the devs was like talking to me directly, I wouldn't be like, yo, your company is shit, you're failing. I'm never gonna do that. But if I'm talking about the game in like a broad sense, it's like when I talk about the game, it's just business. It's not personal. It's just business. I'm just talking about things that I think are... You motherfucker, dude. You're such a loser. That's so cringe. No health bars, by the way. No health bars on red buff. Why is it a tanky angle? They have a very strong front line. Fuck, I hate that. It's so cringe. No health bars on red buff, by the way. That's super cringe. Oh well. I hate jungle steel. It's so impractical. Like, nobody's gonna do that in competitive. There's no way, huh? There's no way he actually comes to my blue, because he can literally just push me off. You see what I mean about like needing collaboration? Like, there's so little I can actually do. If he comes and invades me, I'm just fucked. Like, I just won't play the game for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Well, I mean, it's not about warding it. It's about the fact that I can't stop him from taking it because I can't perfect smite it. Like, there's no way to perfectly smite your blue or red unless you just have pretty good timing, and I smited it down to, like, 1 hit. So he just walks forward, smite steals it from me, because there's no health bars. Like, there's no numbered health bars, so it's impossible for me to perfect smite it. It's, like, just, like, perception and experience. I did my best, right? Like, every time I smite, I try to make sure it's a last hit, but obviously I'm human, so... He just gets a free red buff off of me. He slows down my game, speeds up his game. Who's the dev I want to talk to? Oh, Import. Import's like my favorite dev. Yeah. Yeah, robbed on the dice roll. Yep. It'd be like that though. I mean, that's not like instantaneously us losing the game, but it definitely doesn't help because it doesn't help because he's Chimera and I'm Kwong, and I was already gonna face like an uphill battle with this matchup, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's no fun. Go away. Like, cool. Like, I don't know. You having a good time out there? You're my biggest fan. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thanks. It's an avocado. Thanks. You know what's crazy, man? Would y'all believe it if I told y'all that it sometimes hurts my feelings the way that people treat me? Like, all things considered, like, I'm a big boy, right? Like, I don't actually get my feelings hurt too often. But, like, that dude just being, like, after a while, dude, it just kind of gets old. Like, it gets old. Like, yeah, I know I'm loud. I know I'm aggressive. But, like, I don't know. Like, it's just the ad hominems, right? Like, after a while, it's, like, it just gets old. It gets old for people to, like, not recognize, like, what I'm actually saying as opposed to just them being, like, agitated, right? Like... But I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not like, actually fucking hurt. It's just like it just gets old. Like I welcome discussion. I just don't understand why people don't know how to do that. Like, why not just like talk to me about the game, and like why not disagree with me from like an evidence-based standpoint, or like why, you know what I mean? Like why are people incapable of like intellect as opposed to argument? Does that make sense? Like I don't think I'm like the smartest person in the world, but I really like to do this shit. Like, this is fun to me, right? Like, this is what I do in my free time. Like, I really enjoy this, like the discussion and the conversation of it all. Can you fucking die? But you know, when it's just people that are like, all you do is bitch, go play Smite, like, it's just fucking cringe, dude. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dude, if this guy's not going to invade me and I can just one-to-one farm, that's probably best case scenario. Because I don't want to invade a Chimera, I'll put it that way. I don't want to invade a Chimera, I just want to farm and hope that my lanes break like mostly even. To be fair, it's hard to have a decent conversation over chat. I mean, I agree with that, but that's why, I mean, I've even said, like, if someone actually, like, okay, if somebody could offer themselves their time and say, hey, I think I could probably have a reasonable discussion about why I disagree with you with Pred, I would welcome them to, like, a debate or to a conversation. Because the reality is that, from my perspective, and this is not ego, I actually believe that there's nothing anyone can say that would convince me otherwise. Like, I don't think there's anything people... Like, I don't think there's any evidence. There's no evidence or reasoning for how, like, my perception of Pred could be wrong. So, dude, how am I ahead of him by, like, 9 farm? What's he been doing? So... I welcome the challenge of somebody saying, like, hey, I have really good reasons and ways that I could explain why I believe that you're wrong. Like, I welcome that, but I just need to listen to a few, and outside feedback is just not taken into account. Not sincerely think it's facts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what they use for priority of development, or for who they listen to, or I do think that they've been overbalancing for the better part of 14 months. I think like balancing as much as they do is unnecessary. Sock the only one who had decent arguments. I still disagreed with most of what he says. I mean, I agree. I think Sock is the only person that's given me something to think about, and I still disagree with him, and that's fine, right? Like I think that that's better than nothing. Yeah, probably one thing. In a perfect world, do you want Pred to succeed? Look, I'm gonna counter your question with a question. Do you think that I would say and do all that I do if I didn't? Like, the answer to your question is yes, of course I want the game to succeed. But, like, in all actuality, like, would I even possibly go through all of this, like, effort if I didn't want Pred to succeed? Does that make sense? Like, dude, it's like, all of what I'm doing is a lot of effort. Oh, he gave me a free ult there. Yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with it. I'm gonna hit that sweet. Ooh, we got the flash. Good job. We do be getting the flash. You know? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You think I would still say the same? Wait, what's that in reference to? If what? You think that, like, if I hated the game, I would still act this way? I think that that's a little silly. I think it's just a culture thing. People don't want differing opinions these days. Yes, definitely. Yeah, socially, politically, if you're very moderate, if you're against someone, they view you as like a devil, you know? I think it is a cultural thing. I actually think it's super damning for society in general. You just like can't, people like don't know how to agree to disagree on things or to have like conversations about things. What is this guy pinging me about? What's he upset about? I don't know. What does he want?
I'll be right back. I will only rest a moment.
Well, they know it's personal attacks. Well, I think in general, people like I think. Okay, so I've said this before, right? I think the majority of people are not smart, and I think when you recognize that the majority of people are not smart, like their patterns of behavior start to make a lot of sense to you, right? Like people are not intelligent. So if people are not intelligent, then would it be more likely that an unintelligent person would conversate with me or debate me with ad hominems, or would they actually bring a discussion to the table? Like, again, I have to assume that most people are unintelligent. And when I do that, it leads me to the conclusion that they're probably never going to actually have anything to say. They're just going to talk shit, right? So it's like, if I'm the person that has something to say, and I view myself as like reasonably intelligent, but I don't believe that the majority of people are intelligent, well then, of course, naturally, I'm going to assume that people are stupid and they're not going to ever have anything to say. So just kind of like it just makes sense that way. Just makes sense that way. Watch this video and talk about the state of Pred. You getting into there talking shit about Ace was hilarious. I mean, wait, it depends, because the way he cut that was a little confusing. Like, there's not the only part where I'm talking shit about Ace is when I was telling him to shut the fuck up. But it's so clipped out of context that I don't feel like a lot of people understand what the fuck I was even talking about. So like the way that Sock edited that, like it's lacking a lot of context. So I would be a little careful with that one, because like I think it made me look way worse than I actually am. Because like when I was telling when I was telling Robbie to shut the fuck up, it's because I was saying that like I feel like sometimes he has a lot of things to say in response to the community, and it's like sometimes it would be better if he just said nothing at all. But like there was a section in there where I'm talking about Soul Reaper, and people thought I was talking about Robbie, and I wasn't. I was talking about Soul Reaper. And so people are like, oh my god, you like went in on Robbie, and I was like, no, that clip is me talking about Soul Reaper. So like the part where I'm like, oh, he listens to dumb opinions, he's shoveling shit in his ears all day, that was me talking about Soul Reaper. That wasn't me talking about Robbie. That was literally me talking about Soul Reaper being a streamer. But I think a lot of people miss that because, you know, there's not really it doesn't really get explained very well. Oh, he's a Sky Splitter boy, and I'm tanky, and I have 30 farm more than him. That's fucking fire, dude. I know about my parents talk about the past. I presented to know about a time where people openly nicely disagreed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like in general, like our country has shifted away from like civil conversations and more into this like oh, you're the devil, I disagree with you, you're awful, everything you say is terrible kind of thing. Like, I feel like it didn't used to feel that way, but now it does. The part about R-Dog getting a raid part had me dying? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that part was me talking about Robbie needing to talk less at times. I wish our Drongo came with us, that would have been fire. Nice ult. Nice ult. Most recent presidential debate, pretty much just name calling? I don't know, probably. This guy's still good on Kai, or what's his best build? I think it's okay for Kai, but it also just makes him extremely squishy and he has to get fed. So I don't know. I think it's okay on him, but I don't think it's really the way to build him. Have discussions now, it's just the other side's trying to ruin everything, when previously you could just admit to disagreeing and agree to disagree on type of things. So here's the reality. I heard, if y'all know who Destiny is, I heard Destiny say this, and it really resonated with me. He said that most people are very misguided with their perception of their perceived opposition, because what they fail to realize is that at everyone's core, when someone is very passionate about something, or when they're speaking about something, at their very core, no matter what their stance is, whether you're pro-choice, pro-life, whether you're, very conservative or very left-leaning, at your core, most people they have a viewpoint that comes from genuinely believing that what they believe is for the betterment of our society. And so when you can approach their viewpoints with the empathy of understanding that they just want what's best for our country, or they want what's best for like humanity or for our people, then you can understand them better. So the reality is that, dude, the other side of whatever the thing you're talking about is, no, they're not out to get you. No, they're not evil demons that are trying to scoop up all the money and ruin the middle class and marginalize minorities and you know what I mean? Like, all of these opinions that people have about the other side being evil, it's all a fallacy. Everybody is all doing their best. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, that single detail, thinking about the fact that, like, when you're talking to someone that disagrees with you, they just want the best, right? Like, if you disagree with me about my opinion about Pred, like, I promise you, my opinion about Pred is not coming from the perspective of someone that wants Pred to die. It's me wanting the best for the game. It's fucked, dude. But here's the thing. The politicians have now been boxed into a corner, or like trapped in a corner, where the best way to earn the constituents is to play that game, right? Is to play the game and sell the story, sell the narrative that the other side is evil, sell the narrative that you have to. How many times, listen to me, if you're above the age of like 25, how many times have you heard these words right here? This election will be the most important election in like American history. Or something along those lines. This election is going to define the future of the United States for years to come, for decades to come. Dude, do you know how many times I've literally heard that? Like, I've heard it so much, dude. I've heard that so much. It's like they're just constantly like talking in circles and yeah, it's just it's complicated, dude. I don't know what's the best for our country, but definitely understands hate out there. I wouldn't say everyone. Well, I wouldn't say. Well, everyone is like a little bit too hopeful, right? But like the majority of people genuinely aren't like super crazy, like anti-human bigot crazy people. You know what I mean? Isn't it true every election? That's probably true, right? But I think that they frame it in a way where it's like, if we like, here's the way they frame it, right? Like, let's say you're Democratic or left leaning, right? Let's say your party is saying this is the most important election, and both sides do this. They're saying it because the way that they're framing the narrative of the story is that if we don't take, or if we don't control, like this is the end, right? Like they frame it in such an existential way. If we don't control this, if we don't, it is for me too. Wait, y'all are buffering? I don't know. Refresh. I'm not dropping any frames or anything. If we don't win this, if we don't continue to stop Donald Trump, if we don't do that, blah 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 blah, like it's over. Like we, you know what I mean? They make it seem so existential. So, a very pragmatic view of the world. We need more of that. Well, I used to be very liberal. Currently I'm very moderate. There are a lot of things about conservatives and like liberals that I fuck with, I agree with. I'm very in favor of, in some ways I'm in favor of like a lot less government, and in other ways I think that we need a lot more intervention and the right kind of intervention and the right kind of programs. I'm at my core, I'm a democratic socialist. I think that people, like, I think the idea of universal basic income is brilliant and deserves to be explored. I think that the concept of there being billionaires makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? I think that like people should give a fuck about people more. Like, I think that most likely the idea of like a melting pot of a society probably doesn't work, but hey, it's a very beautiful ideal. So if it's a beautiful ideal, we should do our best to actually do it then, right? So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I think when you can separate yourself from your group and you can look at the bigger picture of people, then that's where the sweet spot is. You know what I mean? Do y'all want to know the meaning of life simply? I would love to share with you my perspective of the meaning of life, if you're interested. I'll wait for somebody to say yes, though. I like doing that on stream sometimes. I like to ask a question and then actually get the feedback that people are interested in my viewpoints. It does something for me. I'm a validation seeker.
Grabbing some supplies.
Oh, they surrendered. Okay, let me tell you my perspective of I'll tell you my personal viewpoint on the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to enjoy the passage of time while enriching that time for others. That's what the meaning of life is. Enjoying the passage of time while enriching that time for others. That's it. Enjoy your life, live your life to the fullest, but do your best to add to that experience for other people. That's it. GG's Mousenberg. GG's. We did it. Enjoy the passage of time and enrich that of others. If you don't want billionaires, get rid of capitalism, or maybe control capitalism. You know, embrace the good parts of capitalism without all the bad. I'm not here to demonize capitalism. I think capitalism does a lot of good things right, but I don't think it's perfect. Nice definition. I think it's a beautiful definition. No, like I think if you look at life, if you understand and remind yourself that life is frail, then I think it's a beautiful sentiment to say we should enjoy what we're doing here, right? Like we should enjoy to do what we're here to do, which is to be around family, to pursue goals for ourselves, to overcome challenges. Like that's a beautiful thing. And then you recognize that at the same time that you're doing all those things, everybody else is doing those things too. So if you can, you should improve that experience for others. Be a little bit more caring to people, random people, your own family. You know, be philanthropic when you can. You know, give your time to something that matters, right? Like, how old am I? I'm 31. I'm 31. Is this a Krashy stream? It is, yeah. No, so this is like the philosophical side of me, right? Like, I can be an asshole and talk about games and shit, but like, I try to be a good person. I've made lots of mistakes in my life. I've been through some really tough shit. I'm a 2-time suicide attempt survivor. Like I'm not embarrassed to say that. Like there's a lot about me that I think is like fairly complex. But yeah, life's complicated, man. Life's complicated. If you were to fix one social government program and make it perfect to have most impact, what would it be? If I was to fix one social or government program and make it perfect. Oh God, that's tough. Oh. If I was to fix one government program and make it perfect, what would it be? That burdens me with thinking about a lot of government programs. I mean, healthcare is like a good place to start, right? Like, because I think if you look at healthcare, like if you can fix healthcare or work on healthcare, you can start to maybe remove some of the money of it, right? Like it's got to be healthcare education. It has to be healthcare education, but it's for the same reason, right? If you look at healthcare and education, you're reminded that both of these things very much so have financial benefits to them privately. And I don't think that that's inherently a bad thing, but I think that it's also been exploited. Like public education is shit, and the cost of, like the cost of college is ridiculous, right? Like it's ridiculous. So again, I lean into the idea of like democratic socialism. I love the idea of having a smarter, more educated society. I think like if anybody could tell me a good reason why it would be a bad thing to further educate your society, I would be interested. Other than cost, right? Like if the only thing against giving more schooling to humans in your own country, if the only bad thing about that is cost, then it's like a cost worth trying to like solve the problem of the cost, right? It's like a problem of trying to solve. It's a problem worth trying to be solved. I said that all fucked up, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's a problem worth trying to solve. If the only bad thing about further educating your society is the cost, then that's worth solving, right? So yeah, a more educated society is all better. It's all good. But healthcare's not great either, right? We definitely have a healthcare system, especially in the States. Have you ever read the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius? No, I've not. We definitely have a healthcare system that is, for treatment and for profit. It's tough. It's tough, right? It's tough. The fact that you guys even second guess going to the doctors is wild to me. I mean, if I'll put it this way, I'm pretty tight with my money now. If I had a major health complication, it would probably financially ruin me. Like if I got cancer, listen, let me put it this way for you, Marco. I've had a literal conversation with my family that if I get cancer and it's not caught very early, I'm not going to pursue treatment. Like I've had that conversation with my loved ones. I wouldn't pursue treatment. I just wouldn't. I would refuse to put myself and the rest of my family in financial ruin to try to save my life. It's just like not worth it to me. Because it would ruin it would ruin my family. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's pretty fucked, but it's definitely education. The most important skill people lack is critical thinking. You don't need to be a genius to have opinions on things. Oh, trust me, I know. I talked to the Pred player base about my opinion of the game. Yeah. I know who Marcus Aurelius is. I've just never read anything from him. He was a Roman philosopher. A lot of really introspective things really helped me. Alan Watts has really helped me a ton too. I need to read more. I actually don't read at all. People choose death over debt. It's sad. Yeah. I mean, but it's also like it's a fair choice to make when you're considering the lives and well-being of your loved ones, right? Yep. Statistically speaking, we have the most expensive healthcare and are not top rated in results for the money. It is what it is. True. A lot of people don't pay their medical bills, though. I know a ton of people will just ignore their medical debt. Yeah, but that comes with a whole host of issues as well, right? Like it's not like it's a good way to do. I mean, yeah, it is a way to do things for sure. Well, this got interesting. That game went much better than I expected it to. It was probably not a very close game, MMR wise. Medical errors, the third or fourth leading cause of death in the U.S. Damn. So is the new Smite just the same game but an Unreal 5? Like yes and no, right? It's the same game in the sense that they're completely remaking the game and it just like is on a new engine, but for all intents and purposes it should feel a little better. And technically, while it may start off as a very similar game or basically the same game, it could open the door for them to do a lot more, right? Like where Unreal Engine 3 might have like a lot of physical limitations, like Unreal Engine 5, like let's say they get like 2 years into Smite 2, they could announce some crazy big change just because the engine supports it. Do I think they'll do that? No, probably not. So I think it's best to look at it and say like, yeah, it's the same game. It's just like a soft reset on the same game. You know what I mean? They aren't adding the third axis. I don't think they need to add the third axis. I don't think it would make sense for them to take a game that's 10 years proven in gameplay and add a third axis to it. I actually don't think that would be a good idea for Smite specifically. So yeah, I think so the appeal for Smite to me is, one, I'm a MOBA player at heart, and I'm not looking to just get into a MOBA that's like, I don't want to join a MOBA that I have to learn like a decade's worth of shit on. Does that make sense? So when Smite 2 comes out, it's like an easier way for me to get into it. You know what I mean? So I can like ease myself into Smite 2 way faster than if I just started playing Smite 1 right now. So that's why it's like a very attractive looking game to me, because it's really hard to get into like League of Legends right now, but I think it will be much, much easier to get into Smite 2. And even then, it's still going to be somewhat hard. Fuck, I accidentally declined because of where my mouse cursor was. Is that real? I've never done that before. Fuck. That's annoying. So yeah, Smite 2 looks really good to me. Smite 2 looks really good to me. I'm excited about it. I am excited about it. Chimera game? I could always play a Chimera game. I do be liking me some Chimera. Should I do a explain all of my decisions kind of thing? I kind of wanted to crank out a video at the same time tonight, something I could post tomorrow morning. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do a video where I mostly ignore everything in chat and I explain all my decisions. Play the Slappy Boy? Who the fuck is the Slappy Boy, and why are none of my teammates picking a role? Did I put it myself in practice mode? What is this? Oh, never mind. Just post the last 30 minutes? No. Chimera slap fast as fuck boy. He don't be slapping. Do educate me in the Chimera-ness. You know what's crazy? Everybody loves Chimera. Like, there's so many people that are interested in Chimera. Here's the thing. I'll play Chimera only if it's not a mirror match. If somebody on the enemy team picks it, I'm not picking it. I can't stand mirror matching. It's so cringe. Even they mirror match. I hate mirrors. I really hate it. I don't understand why anybody would ever want to play in a mirror. It makes the game so weird. I don't know why people do that. He's one of the highest win rate heroes. I know, but it's like, in general, I just think he's viewed as like the jungle hero. He's easy, so new people pick him up. Like, he's very fun. I love him. He was my favorite hero before he was even good. He's been my favorite hero since the early access started, and he was kind of shit. He was okay, but he was like mostly not good for a long time. Yeah, he's very fun. Yeah, Chimera's been my favorite hero for a long time. The lanes directly across from one another on this screen. No, they're not, but on the loading screen they are. First year I played in Mastered and Paragon, now I hate him. Really? Do people ever compete with you to play jungle? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they do. Mirrors make me want to bash my head on a desk. Well, it's just like, why would you want to play against the exact same thing as you, knowing that if you fall behind, then you like will never catch up? Like, you know what? Like, I could, like, in me being the jungler, I could literally just camp mid lane. Like, look at this, dude. There's a Richter too. I don't get it. I could literally camp mid lane, and I could just try to get my Iggy a lead, and then now he's in the lead, right? Yo, what up, pacifist? All right, so here's the way I do these. I'm going to explain all my decisions, which means I'm probably not going to respond to chat very much because I'm going to be talking constantly. So, yes, fair warning. I'm going to be talking pretty constantly. Also, I don't know if I'm going to do a full bruiser build or if I'm going to do more of a tank build this game. Kind of feels like I should do... it feels like I can get away with a bruiser build. I don't need to be tanky this game. What up, Ratio? Alright. Hopefully this doesn't make my stream lag, because last time I tried to record while streaming, people complained that it made my stream lag a lot. So, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, and I usually start talking like right before I start my camp. We'll go Warrior Crest. We're going to build Overlord. Start Q. Can your opinion on kale before you start ignoring chat? Like kale? Like the food? What? What the fuck? like kale? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Not a fan. I guess it's fine. I don't know. Put it in smoothies before. It runs flawlessly on YouTube but not good on Twitch. Like even right now, is it like lagging on Twitch when I record? That's so weird if that's the case. That makes no sense to me, but I guess it's possible. I don't know how that's possible though. Fine for me? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll be fine. Alright, so I'm going to start this pretty soon. It's lagging for a while, but seems good now. Okay, cool. Alright, 102, 101 is about the time to start backing. It gives you a good amount of time so you can go to base, you can swap your vision. You hold the ward, you place the ward if this is where you want to put it, swap over to your vision tab, buy sentries, go out to your red buff. So that's like kind of like the timing efficiency. You know, give or take a second or so. So that way, you know, I can actually make it here if I accidentally mess up buying my sentry. So it gives you a little bit of time. And then of course we're starting Q. We're always going to kite our camps. You should be kiting your camps. Chimera kind of doesn't really need to. Crux kind of doesn't really need to, but it's just good practice, right? Like good practice to kite your camps. We wanted our blue side because Kalari, if she goes over there, at least it gives us some information. We smite that down to 1 hit, which is terrifying, but you know, we do it. Now we're gonna pick up our, what is it, whatever the heck his jump is, ambush. Yeah, we pick up ambush, his jump, and now same thing. We're lightly kiting because it's Chimera. And we're just going to go probably for full clear here because he does have an expensive first buy with Overlord. It's 950. So yeah, I actually, you know what? And I even said this at the beginning before I started recording. I'm probably going to be very active in the mid lane this game because it's a mirror. I'm going to try to get my Iggy some kind of an advantage if I can. So let's go ahead and work on this camp right here. We'll use our second smite, hunt, whatever you want to call it. We'll pick up RE, which I probably don't even need right away, but might as well because we're playing against Kalari. We can cleanse the death mark, and I'm gonna probably jump on the Iggy here. So we've swept out. We're gonna just go for like a little bit of health damage, right? Like if we gank him early, we put him in a position where he now doesn't really want to contest. Iggy does have the Kalari on her, so I'm gonna step forward and be, you know, a presence here. And now we've shoved them back, and we're gonna go for this right here. All right, now here's the beauty. Murdoch rotated. I can't help the Iggy. That's unfortunate. But I can invade the Kalari because the Kalari was like half health. I'm Chimera. I'm Chimera with a shield. So yeah, he's on his 5 camp over here. We're gonna invade this. Do 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 do. All right. We do have our flash, so we can take a little bit of risks here. I mean, we forced his smite there. I mean, I have my flash, so... Alright, cool. He's low. Forced his flash. Now we know his flash is about the 845 mark. And Crunch has Prio in off lane. We're gonna steal his blue side. We're gonna steal his blue side. I mean, he might come over here. If he does, cool. I know he probably doesn't have a hunt or is getting one back up soon. I know he doesn't have a flash until about 845. We're going to try to block off, and nice. Free farming. Free farming. So we're going to do the same thing. A lot of my blue side is up. One thing he could do is just like base and instantly run to my blue side. I think that's a bit of an undertaking and also a bit of a risk, but that is technically possible. All right. So now we're going to run away. And also my red side is back up, so we can just kind of like stay as close and tight to farm as I need to. I'll probably clear my red side here, base go my blue side. Lots of vision on the blue side of the map you can see, so I feel safe giving some time to blue side. Like I don't need to go over there immediately. It would have been nice if like the timing lined up to where I could help the mid river, but it didn't because I'm doing all this nonsense. But I do want to wipe out my red side. We're going to max the Q, of course. The Q being his, what's it called? What is his abilities called? Unleash. We're maxing the Unleash. I'll try to do that for console players because I don't know the names of the abilities, like ever. But we are going to be building the Barbaric Cleaver, but we're going to wipe out this red side first. So just a little bit of time efficiency. This is one of the beauties of Chimera. He can just stay on the field forever. That said, you don't want to stay on the field forever because then that means you're not actually going back to base and hitting your power spike spikes, and then it inevitably would slow you down because you're not doing that. So we're a little over our 950 spike, but that's okay. We also see that ward there, so I could wipe that out, or I could just ignore it and not give it any value. So I'm going to probably do that. My red's coming up as well. I did see that my blue has been taken, which is okay. That's fine. We're just going to base out and go straight to red. I also do have some pretty good timers on his blue side jungle, so I could potentially just try to play the vertical jungle here a little bit. Duo lane looks like it's hurting some, so I should probably maybe make some kind of consideration about potentially trying to help duo lane, but for now I'm going to farm and probably path that way. Either that, or depending on the game here in a little bit, I'm going to path over towards vertical jungle, their side 3 camp. So that's what we're kind of looking for. So let's take a look at that. I think I'm just going to path toward my duo lane here. I could probably get one more camp and then contest river with him, which I think would be a decent opportunity to try to influence mid lane a little bit, which is kind of one of my goals. So let's go ahead and do this 4 camp, and we're going to go to river. Dude, it looks like that duo lane is having a lot of fun showing up in mid for some reason. I don't want to show, so I want to make sure that he passes. Dude, there's no way he's actually just sitting here, is it? He's basing. Dude, we can actually catch him out. Nice, that's a flash. So now I know a couple of flashes are down. And so same thing, if the Iggy stays, I'm going to try to just like run at his health bar again. So I run at his health bar. That should give us rivers. I mean, the Richter could potentially just grab this one. I don't know if the Richter's here or the Kalari's here, but okay, so we grabbed both rivers. That should be good for us. Let's look for a potential duo lane or a red side invade. We're Chimera. Invading is incredibly valuable to us. It doesn't look like we have any kind of red side jungle here, so what I'll do is I'll probably just whip back around and go on the Iggy. So we'll whip back around and jump on the Iggy. He's low on mana, because we know he doesn't have that. And I have my flash, so this could be... I could have pre-cleansed that, potentially. Okay. Nothing there for us, but we do get some timers. There could be a potential either blue invade or 2 invade. So let's just work a little bit toward our ultimate, and then we'll make a decision about that. It'd probably be a blue invade, because I don't want to have to cross over and be seen. I think I'm going to do my 5 guarantee. I have my level 6, go for probably a blue invade, which means I can use a smite here as well, so. Alright. So let's get, his blue is up, so I might not actually make it in time, but we're going to look for it. We're going to look for it. We're also going to probably sweep our way over there, and just at least to know I'm not spotted here. We got some missings too, and I might end up walking over a ward, but... let's go over to blue. Like I said, he could just be on this. He's not. Don't have vision of Kwong, but guarantee ourselves a blue invade. And okay, so Kalari's in the off lane at 58 farm. So me and Kalari are like kind of keeping up with each other in farm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this, and I'm going to base and go my blue side. I do want to kind of keep control over my blue side. I don't want to just keep letting the Kalari re-invade. So we're going to grab up this Banded Emerald, and we're going to go straight for my blue side. Nice kill in the off lane. They also might be looking to force a Fangtooth, but it looks like just warding out, so nothing on Fangtooth, it doesn't look like. My 3 camp was cringed, whatever. I don't really care about that. I got a blue off of it, so the Kalari is actually farming pretty decently. Instead of just doing my blue side, what I'm probably going to do is look to go for Richter here. Like, they're probably going to see me here, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, very nice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to help shove this lane, and we're going to do Fangtooth. We're going to do Fangtooth here. It's a 500 smite. We have lane prio. We shoved that up. The Kalari could technically steal this. We're just going to hope that doesn't happen. We're going to do our best to smite it. We're going to do our best to smite it. Build our stacks with our right click. The mid laner rotated over. Again, it's a 500 smite. Try to time the damage that's coming in. Boom. All right. So now, looking at the map, we're in a pretty decent position for just like continuing a full clear blue to red side. I could look for invade. I don't really have much information, and the Kalari seems like the Kalari is just kind of like linearly farming. So I do think I could probably punish a little bit by looking for an invade, but I could also just like kind of keep myself ahead with the lead that I do have off that assist. So don't feel like you have to do too much, although there's the Kalari. So 68 farm to my 70, whatever it is, 76. She might invade my red side, or she's backing. It looks like she's backing. If I didn't see her doing what she was doing, I probably would have gone straight to my red side jungle to kind of like try to interrupt her stealing my red side jungle, but I don't think she did. I'm pretty sure she just backed. So what I'll do now is full clear blue to red, and then kind of get that off the field. I am at my hunt, my upgraded hunt, and I also have my ooh, okay, so at least a little bit of invade. I'm at my upgraded hunt, and I also do have my crest as well as overlord power spike. So what I probably will do, I really hope the Iggy lives there. Nice intervention from the crunch. I'll smite this, see if I can get over there.
Attack. Enemy has fallen.
Yeah, I think I flashed this. We pre-cleanse that, although I don't think it matters. We'll get the kill on the Richter. I knew he was going to try to stop me from doing that. We'll pre-cleanse that. We'll shove this in. I was trying to set up a play where I go for mini prime, but I ended up smiting and flashing so I could go for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our base here. We're going to go get all this power spike because we're sitting on a lot of power spike, right? So let's go cash that in, right? Sitting on a lot of power spike. We're going to grab Ice Scorn Talons. We're going to do this, and we're going to look for Basilisk. Where is Basilisk? Right here. Yeah, we're gonna look for Basilisk. We're gonna go back out to our red side. 2 camps on my red side are about to be up. We can look at that. We can buy ourselves a little bit of time. Our crunch is crushing it. We can buy ourselves a little bit of time, but we could also just go and force mini prime as well. I was gonna say I have hunt prio, but she's actually farming really well, so I don't even have hunt prio. But we could probably just force this. It's fine. It's fine. We will force this. We're going to use our Ice Scorn Talents, just give myself a little bit of extra power. Now, I'm not going to cleanse this one. I should have stepped back faster. I'm not going to cleanse that one. I'm going to save the cleanse for whenever it's on the second one. Step out of the... Nice, I got a little bit of help here, which is not great, because that means I might get rotated on. We're going to save the cleanse for if it comes out down to another rotation. I might get out smited here, just because... But, oh, okay, we got that. We got sniped by a Murdoch, but that doesn't really matter. I see we have off-lane prio, so I can go for invade here. We're in like a pretty good position to just kind of do a little bit of whatever we want because our crunch is pretty big. We also know that this blue buff is here, so we'll go for this blue buff off this invade too. And actually, with that wave crashing here, we see Kalari. We're going to put another point in our right click, which we're going to be going to look at upgrade. I'll actually dive this, dude. I don't care. Oh, I will absolutely dive this. I'd die for it, so maybe not the best because we probably could have just let her get away. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought I could get away with that, but that was a little greedy. It probably would have been a better play just to let her walk away from that and then use the mini prime to cash in on that tier 2. So a little bit over greedy from me, but all things considered, we get a kill and an assist. It's a 2-for-1 kind of a deal, so like 1 kill, 1 assist for 1 death. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Blue side is up. I think I have a bit of time to go play off my red side jungle, so what I'll probably do is 2 to 4, and then we'll be looking at a Fang Tooth pressure. By that time, my ultimate will probably be back up, so we got some pretty good timing here. So we're in some pretty good timing. Let's take a look at the farm, 83 to 103, so we're up 20 farm. We're about halfway through an item, so we're visibly taking a nice lead over the enemy jungler. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one more camp and then kind of like start looking toward, actually we probably won't, we'll probably just start looking for this Kalari now because I saw her in left side river. So Kalari left side river, I can go for sweeping, I can like look to deward a little bit. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start sweeping around here, look to see if we can find any kind of control. We might find invade potentially as well. I don't have a flash, so doing things like this is a little bit risky. Especially they know that I'm here, but I could also potentially entice a fight, which I think is fine whenever I'm this far ahead, right? Like, doing something like this is risky, but I do think that my teammates can get to me. Like, I'm kind of, like, looking at the opportunity cost of it. And also, like, we're strong, right? So, like, he's locking her in a fight. We're gonna follow that up with another ultimate. We're gonna jump after the Kalari, which I actually missed. It's fine with me. I'm gonna stick in on this. We're just like looking to play off the healing. Probably dead here. We'll start kiting away a little bit. Yeah, we're dead here most likely. We cleanse, so if I can play off the healing, there's some potential. Oh, I should have smited. I reached for my smite. I should have smited to get a little bit of health there. I probably could have lived a little bit longer, but regardless, they're going to rotate into that fight, so that's not terrible. Continue to buy. I probably could have done that a little bit better, too. If I would have recognized that I had a hunt faster, I probably could have used that to keep myself alive, potentially. Potentially. So, lots of jungle option is up. Fangtooth is up. So we're gonna run out. We have lost some people though, so we'll see how this actually looks after I kind of push back out. So what we'll probably do, as long as Iggy is chilling, we have Richter holding mid. So what I'll probably do is farm a little bit here. I'll farm a little bit. I'll give our Iggy time to reset. We don't have to go and force Fangtooth right away, right? Like it's not always just because it's up and just because like we have the one Fangtooth kind of momentum doesn't mean we have to instantly go for it. But we also do have left lane prio. Kalari's here. I think we could do it. The Iggy's on their way back. Their Iggy's not showing, so it's like we have like a little bit of left lane prio. They also could just collapse on this, but I think this is fine. Like we shred this, and it's like they're kind of like forced to get in on us, right? I have my cleanse. All right, we smite while we're using our ultimate. So it's like a way to like stop the Kalari from doing anything about it. So we ult so she can't move, and then we smite at the same time. So. Good way of doing business. Good way of doing business. All right. We're going to go back and farm. We're going to go back and farm. Let whatever resolves in mid lane do what they're doing. Oh. Kalari stole my camp. You bitch. You bitch. She stole my 3 camp. Totally fine. They have her on vision, so they can deal with her if they need to. 106 to 122. He's actually building a Tainted, which is wacky. All right. Now we're going to continue our rotation. Actually, we're going to Basilisk it. We can afford the power spike. We're gonna go grab it. We're gonna go grab it. All right, Basilisk has been cashed in on. Now we have plenty of options to kind of do whatever we want. It's probably a Citadel angle. Citadel's just like really good. It's just, we could go Berserker Axe if I want to, you know, do that. I don't know. Probably just a Citadel angle. Gives me damage, gives me armor, gives me everything I need. Citadel is probably pretty good here. I don't really need anti-healing. Don't really need to be tanky. I think I can get away with a mostly non-tanky build. For armor options, or for magic armor options, there's not really a lot of good magic armor bruiser items. Like Tectonic Mallet, Legacy, we'll probably just get like a Crystalline Curse. Or I won't do that at all, and I'll just build nothing but damage this game, because I think I can get away with it based on this team comp, so... our crunch goes down. I may end up just like shoving and like lane managing this right lane since he's down. He's down for 30 seconds, so that's probably what I'll do. And then there gives me a little bit of potential to go for a mini prime. So we cleansed his knock up. I'm playing off the wave. I don't know why he's doing that. He can't really run from me. This might be I'm fucked here. Spamming my E. We're gonna live through 1 kill? No, we don't live through 1 kill. Maybe I should have flashed. I spammed my E. I thought I could stay alive there. Damn. That response is actually pretty solid. I'm not even having a great stat line game, but it's a little unfortunate. A little unfortunate that dude roamed all the way over there. All the way over there. If I could have got that kill, I probably could have done mini prime.
The enemy has activated the old prime.
Can they get the mini prime, dude? Damn. Damn. 146, 122. She's doing well. I mean, she's doing well. Richter gets taken down. Yeah, we just farm. We just farm, and we're winning the game through Fangtooth and through like a really strong crunch. So this is another one of those games where it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not really the playmaker. I'm doing my job, but I've actually died in some pretty silly ways, like some ways that probably could have been avoided. So just do your role, right? Like, don't let my mental falter here, and just do my role. Just do my role, and my role this game is Fangtooth. Fangtooth priority. Being there to help fight when I can, Fangtooth priority. So I could also probably step on the gas a little bit more with invading. Like, instead of doing these 2 camps, I could just go for his red side jungle, which is definitely what I'm going to do now. So we'll step on the gas a little bit with invading. We also have the Kalari and the Richter here. I could always flash into Kalari. Damn. I was almost able to do something there. Dude, no way. No way, unfortunate. Alright, we saw the Kwong on map. We're gonna take a base here. Not really much for me. Not really much for me. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a Berserker Axe, because why not? I could have gone Citadel here, but do I want to? No. Yeah, we'll go Berserker Axe. I want to run fast. I want to run fast. We're gonna do something I did similarly, where I'm just like trying to min-max a little bit of my time. I'm gonna grab this 2 camp, and then I'm just gonna instantly go over to Fangtooth. Fang 3 is really big. We have lost one person. We lost our Iggy, so I'll probably shove out this mid wave just to keep it off tower. I'm gonna pre-ping Fangtooth. I try to let my team know, like, hey, that's what I'm focused on. So that's part of your role, is to like kind of communicate that as well. I do need to get this wave shoved though, so we'll shove this wave out, kind of manage this wave. This might be here, it might be taken. Alright, let's sweep across really quickly. We're gonna just... Oh, hello. Oh, that might have been a little overkill from us, but a pick would be huge. So a pick is huge because it like pretty much guarantees this for us. Not necessarily, but it definitely helps. But we definitely want this. This is 8% stats if we secure this, so... Damn. Well done from the Kalari. Well done from the Kalari. We went for it, huh? There's the flash from the Murdoch. And we chase it. Spamming our 2. Okay, we got him. Spamming our Ice Scorn Talons there. Good play by the Kalari, though. Alright, lots of jungle is up. We're gonna go for that. We're gonna go farm. Lots of jungle, though. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do as much jungle as we can. Alright, don't need to sit on a smite forever, so we'll smite here. We'll probably carry this all the way into a back. Alright, continuing the max priority of Unleash into Ambush. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Alright, Kalari dead to Crunch. Can't complain about that. Got my 2 camp coming up. We'll go do that. We could probably start posturing to like group up and look for picks, because that would get us like a mini prime, but that's really hard to do in solo queue. So like you tend to have people that kind of just like default to their lanes a lot when they play. You can see our Kira's still like chilling in lane. Like what we could do is like look to fight people on right lane, and then if we fight them and get a nice pick, then well, now they have vision of us all over the place, so that's gonna be hard. What we'll probably do is just like reset mid. Like we can sit here and see if the Iggy steps out. Like if the Iggy shows, we just like dive on the Iggy and kill. Like that's all you go shove that. Make sure I'm not standing on a ward. Heal myself just because I can on cooldown. Okay, got a Kalari there. I mean, I have Pryo and teammates in the lane here. Okay. Just like be here. Be here because we're here. Keep this shoved in. We have numbers here. If the Richter shows, like, we could potentially fight the Richter. Alright, we'll just kind of walk out. Reshove mid. Let them dance a little bit over there while I keep this lane shoving. Now we're just, like, playing the macro game. As long as my teammates don't get, like, full engaged on and killed here. Which would be unfortunate. Because they're definitely going to have an advantage, but I just shoved mid. So, like, that's not great. If they trade, that's okay. I just hard shoved mid because we've lost 2 people, so I gotta get a trade out of this, so that's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Alright, we run out through red side. I have a flash soon, so if they do prime, I could potentially go stop them, but I don't know that they would. I do need to go look at it, probably. I'm trying to get a little bit of value off of this. The Kwong in mid makes me feel like they're probably not doing it. Nope, never mind. Now I know they're doing it. Just based on his rotation. So the Richter's going to give me problems here. Yeah, the Richter's... The Iggy and the Richter will probably make this very complicated. Alright, we peak the time... we peak the health. Not great. Yeah, not great. We got a flash away. Not great. Our teammates tossed that pretty hard. I was hoping I could get a potential steal. They're low, but I just can't dive in on that alone. So what we just have to do is try to survive this, and we will fight over the Fangtooth. We will fight over the Fangtooth. So we're going to go base. We're going to buy Berserker Axe. We're going to go into a Citadel. Berserker Axe into Citadel. Now I wish I was building the Citadel because they've actually caught up a little bit with those picks. But we got a kill on the Iggy, which isn't bad. We have a lot of jungle farm that's coming up, and I need to pre-ping and let my team know what I want to go for. I'm going to go shove and manage the left lane. I'm going to try to get my teammates to back up because I think they're a little bit pushed for the timing of Fangtooth. So like what they could do is like they could look to keep mid pushed. They could look to steal jungle. They have some things they can do that are less risky. Like that's bad. Like now that's not good. That's not good. I think we rip this though, because that's our this is our only window for a 4v4. It's not great though. I think we force fight and engage. I think we fight them. Like I think we hold here and we try to like force fight them. Because they have the orb on. Yeah, we force fight them. Because that's a pretty big pick. That's a pretty big pick, because now we can play off the 4v5, and they don't have a smite. So now we do this, for sure. Alright. We're going to drop the Ice-Scorn Talons. I probably could have double smited this as well. Alright, we're going to pull back and let Richter tank a little bit so I can get some healing in. Yeah, I need them to focus this. This is dangerous for me to be getting this low. Teammates are not focusing the right thing, and it gets sniped. That's unfortunate. They tried to focus the Kwong. My teammates are throwing this game really hard. That's pretty rough. That's really rough. Not focusing, like focusing the Kwong there when they have no smite makes absolutely no sense. So that throws that because, you know, they do have the Murdoch snipe, which can do a lot of damage, and I have to try to focus on staying alive instead of just focusing on the health of the objective. So now they have double buff. We're just gonna have to probably play for our inhibs. That's tough. That's tough. We weren't all there, and we focused the tank Kwong for some reason, which is just a terrible mistake. Which jungle can make Kingsbane work? No, no jungle can make Kingsbane work. Well, I mean, I guess technically Sarah. Sarah's probably the only jungler that could technically make Kingsbane work, but I don't think it's a very good item on her. It's like an okay item on her. Oh, stay alive. Not good. Not good. Yeah, not good. I don't know why we would fight into a Primal Fang buff. That's not a good way to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to go out to my red side jungle, get as much farm as I can. Hopefully we can just like hold. Some of them were low. The orb prime is probably falling off, so I'll probably be able to get us like a lot of this jungle. I don't know why both my teammates would walk away from mid. They were literally on mid inhib. They literally could have farmed that. I don't know. Mid inhib's just gonna take some damage. I'm not going back to base to clear that. I'll clear out this right wave and push that out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my teammates wouldn't just do that. It was definitely a rough teammate game for sure. We'll shove out this right wave. Just push out and die. I don't know, man. I don't know. Weird game. Weird game this is. We'll shove out this right wave. We'll get back into our red side jungle, but at least this like buys us a little bit of time with that wave like kind of off our backs. And we don't have any objectives for a while, so all we have to do is farm and not get picked. That's really all we have to do. That's kind of the only goal we have now. I'm going to finish the Citadel. My last item is definitely going to be like a Crystalline Cuirass or something. I need some magic armor against them. I regret buying the Berserker axe now, because I thought we were just gonna like kind of coast this game all the way until like an easy win, but then we started like inting for some reason. So, but it's all good. It happens. We're gonna try to push ourselves to this 1550 if we can. 16 is a nice power spike for the ultimate. But yeah, we'll just try to get as much gold as we can. Won't be able to get it though. Not right away. We need like 100 gold, so we need like one more camp. We need like one more camp. Or like another wave. Gotta run away from them. I'll get in position to be 100 gold. Probably get off this mid wave if I can. We need like the group. Alright, that'll get me my item. Alright, let's go get the Citadel. Citadel's gonna be nice because they have a couple people building armor. That should be pretty nice. That'll help us do a little bit more damage. And like I said, last item will probably be Crystalline Cuirass. Yeah, last item will probably be Crystalline Cuirass. I think it's the best one. Alright, well, it looks like my Kira's dead. Like I said, we're just not really grouped up. They're all... Yeah. They're dead. They're dead. They do be dead. Oh gosh, Bone Seeker Crunch. That's no good. His power spike is mostly stunted by that. Or like his ability to be fed is like mostly halted by that. That's like a expensive buy that's not very high value for him. Alright. Well, Orb is coming up, so I probably just need to run straight to Orb and try to get a flash steal. So I don't think we have much choice. I meant to ping Orb. So yeah, we have to go 3v5 Orb. If we don't, we just give them the game. Citadel and Draconum, which is better? Citadel. Draconum's not very good. Draconum's actually kind of bad. Alright, we'll get that shoving on a slow push. The Kalari's low health, so I need to just try to get in there. Nope, unfortunately not. I can. And unfortunately, that's the game. So, at that point, we don't really have much we can do. I mean, it's probably not game, but we just don't have any way to stop them from getting double buff. That took a little too long to get there. That was probably our only chance of winning the game, was to steal there. But they have a pretty solid front line, so it's not easy to get past a tank Kwong and a tank Richter to get in there. He's got a Tainted Scepter. That's super weird. That's super weird. He's building double tainted for some reason, but like the weirdest version of double tainted I've ever seen. We'll start building the Crystalline Cuirass. I think this game is like mostly over just because we just never grouped. Like I said, a lot of people that don't really know how to play this game, they just default to going back to lanes, so they don't really know what to do. They just kind of end up doing like a whole lot of nothing. So like we saw in like the last lives, but like with our duo lane, they just pushed duo and died. Like I don't know if y'all noticed that. It's like 30 minutes in and they were still just pushing duo. It's just a lot of people just don't really know how to spend their time in a game like this, so they end up just like doing like the worst thing, which is just like running it down without any vision, and they end up running into too many people. So you can see the other team was like, a lot of them were grouped up in duo, and it's like, you know, not just two people that are just sitting there like ignorantly pushing duo. But now with double buff, we don't really have any way to stop their push. We probably, at minimum, we lose 2 inhibs here. At most, we lose everything. Try to get some kind of a kill here. If we kill the Kwong, like that's pretty nice. Like we'll take that, right? Like getting rid of one person with double buffs is pretty huge, so. Kill one person with double buffs. Alright. Let's back it up. Try to hold the inhib against the Scorch, Iggy and Scorch if we can. Nice him backing up to not power it up with orbs, pretty nice. Don't be afraid to use your smite when like defending a siege too. Do what you can to defend it if you can, right? Like buys us a little bit of time. Alright, we lose 2 inhibs here. We're gonna lose 2 inhibs here. Nice, that's actually pretty huge. I think I can kill the Iggy and Scorch here. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Not good. Not good. Okay, they flash out. God damn, dude. God damn, that motherfucker is spitting. Holy shit. God damn, dude. That's crazy. That's unfortunate. We tried to make a play, man. We tried. We tried to make a play. I mean, if we can core hold, like there's a chance. Like losing inhibs is not the end of the world, but we just gotta hold the core, man. Gotta hold the core. Like he needs to back up. No, he's dead. Oh, he's got a flash though. Maybe that's a pick or two. That could be huge. That's actually huge for just stalling time. No, why is he running? You don't even have mana. What are you doing? What am I actually watching right now? What are you doing? Jesus Christ, dude. Actual idiot. Like, what an actual moron. Like, just walk to the fucking base and get your mana, get your health back. Jesus, dude. Jesus. It's so tough watching people play this game. I don't know if we have a core hold here. I mean, they don't have buff on, so, like, if he can hold... Alright. Heal a little bit more. Nice, nice. We're core holding. We're core holding. Kwong's dead again. Oh, I'm glad he showed. I don't want to jump into that. I probably would have jumped into them. Alright, we're holding. We're holding, man. There's like some potential here. Do you have ult? Is there any way we catch him? No. It's fine. Yeah, just shove waves. Let the Kira clear. Alright. We gotta shove. This is gonna be hard because we have no inhibs, so they can just dance the objectives, which means we have to pretty much like hard force a fight against them. I'm gonna have to hard force against them. If I can get like a wave shoved, I can clear that while I know it's here too. Oh, he needs to get out of there. Alright. We probably need to get wards on. I can go for this river really quickly. We know they backed. I'm not gonna have enough gold to like do anything though. Oh, this could be huge. We're gonna try. I think I flash here. I just can't afford to die. I can't afford to die. Also, we're gonna swap to wards here as well. Alright. We have a ward on Prime. I hate that I flashed. I couldn't afford to die, and I don't know if they would have caught up to me.
Enemy towers destroyed.
Can't afford to die. Shove this mid wave. Gotta be a little bit conservative because I don't know where they're at. Alright, we can get this shoved. So we have mid lane shoved. We have a lot of good vision. I think we do this. I think we literally just rip this. And then we try to like hard. Okay, so they know we're on it though. This could be another potential Kalari steal. No, they're on the other side of the map. Okay, we go. We gotta get over there. I don't have a flash, so we fight. We like literally fight them. Don't defend, you just like hard fight them. Hard fight them, hard fight them. We want to fight them. See, if we had our Richter there, like, we kill everybody because we have, like, if our Richter goes with us, we just win that fight, but instead he walked away. That's unfortunate. GG's. That was our opportunity to get a buff and wipe them off a buff, but instead our team doesn't really know what they're doing, so unfortunately our Richter just ran away, so now we lose because they have Orb and we have no one up to defend. You know when Ranked is coming out? I don't know, maybe like 2025, 2026, something like that. That's unfortunate. We did our best though. It was a decent attempt. It's just our duo laners don't really know what to do. It's like mostly a duo desperation. Or like duo deficit is what I meant to say. I read your chat. Fang's the better fighting buff. No, what you do in that scenario is you literally take Fang, you force fight on them, you kill them, and then you have them all down and you win. Yeah, that was our win. It's just our Richter decided to like go back to base for a little bit and then he followed up on us. He was just too late. He was too late, but now we don't have like a way to defend. It's just Richter. Like even though he's getting a double kill, like the waves will probably just end. I don't know if the three of us get up in time to defend the core at half health against an Orb Prime with like 2 full waves. I just don't think we can defend here. Pretty sure it's just over. Yeah, GG's. That's just a duo diff, man. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I was just kidding, Big Mike. Who knows when Ranked's coming out? I don't think they've ever actually said when it's coming out. That sucks, man. It's literally just like a skill diff. Like, that was a pretty decent game if people just knew what they were doing. Like, we had a huge lead that game. We just threw it. And, like, this is a bad item on Crunch. I won't recommend building that. And, in general, these two people didn't really know where to go. They were just kind of lost a little bit. I think they threw us a lot behind at a certain point. They just, like, didn't really know where to go. Ah, well. Ah, well. Seraph next match? Maybe. I don't know if I'll do it exactly that same way, like where I explain every thought, but I kind of need to because I want to get a video. I think the problem with Pred, man, is just like these matches just like shouldn't be so weighted against me. Like it should be like easier for me to catch a win. You know what I mean? Like it should be way easier. Like I shouldn't have to like carry people that are so like lacking knowledge. I'm curious. Yeah, my Richter was 1200 MMR. He's just like super low. My Iggy was super low. Yeah, my Richter has 1100 games played and he's negative win rate. That's just tough, dude. That's just really tough. Actually, he's duoed with the... Oh, yeah. Yikes. My mid laner and my support are both negative win rate players. That's disappointing to have to be forced to play with. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Had that big announcement for ranked in an in-game not pay currency and cheaper skins. Yeah, but they didn't say when it was coming out. They just said it's like a goal for the year. They didn't. I don't think they said when. I don't think they said when. Gotta wait for ranked. Yep. Still waiting, man. Still waiting. Still waiting. You think they should have in-game chats? Like voice chat? No, I think that'd be terrible. I hope they never put voice chat in this game. I'm also dodging if I don't get jungle. I'm not. There's just no way. I can't force myself to play this game on an off roll. Especially not support off roll. Hopefully I don't get thrown support. Nope. Nope. Not playing that. Sorry. I'll just take my little penalty and go next. Bone in or boneless wings? Bone in, dude. Bone in wings are the truth. They're the truth, my dude. Kwong support? No, I just can't. Like I'd rather take like a huge penalty than play support in pubs on Pred. Like I'm gonna be the highest rated player in the game most likely. I'm not playing support. I'm just not doing it. I dodge like as long as the time's not like super fucked. I dodge all the time. I view my dodge timers as like a resource. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you get like 1 or 2 a week or so. It's like a decent way to use it as a resource. There's just no way I'm just not playing support in pubs, dude. I can barely stand to play the game at all. You think I'm gonna play support? Bone in too messy? You're crazy. You gonna eat your fucking food with a fork? What's your go-to flavor? I'm a lemon pepper and like mild kind of guy. Now makes me a proud dodger. I mean, I think like if you're dodging all the fucking time, like you're like there's a penalty for dodging, so it's whatever. It's not like you're AFK in games. That's a completely different thing. Like I dodged, got my little 1-minute timer, 30-second timer, whatever the fuck it is. Now I just go next, you know? It's no biggie. Yeah, bone in is definitely the way to go. Bone in is definitely the way to go. Dude, y'all are making me hungry. I need to stop. I already hit my calorie goal for today. I need to stop. Gotta stop talking about food. Trying to lose weight again, man. I finally am getting back into the gym. Like after taking a few months off because of my shoulder's still fucked up, but like whatever, I just don't care anymore. I'm not getting surgery on it because it doesn't need it. It's just going to be a long, slow healing process. There's dodging slash lobbies. Well, so that's the other thing. Like with Pred, the game's not big enough to have like role queue, right? Like I don't have any interest in playing other roles. You know what I mean? Zarus next game, maybe. I don't know. I don't know who I'm playing. We'll see. I have like 6 accounts. Well, that's cringe. I think having more than like maybe 2 is cringe. And even then, like once Affinity comes out, like playing on more than one account is super weird. Why would you ever play on more than one account? Like what benefit is there to playing a game that has no rewards other than playing on one account? Like, like I think this game is like bad enough to try to play because there's like you're really not playing for anything. But to play this game on multiple accounts for nothing, that's just insanity. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. That will not be me. I don't think I'm gonna stream super late tonight either. I'm probably gonna try to get like maybe like a couple more games in and call it a night. I'm like last night I streamed the whole night without playing, and tonight I'm playing a lot more and I don't really want to. You know what I mean? So you can dodge and switch accounts. Yeah, but like why would you do that? Hi KK. Like why? Like if you're gonna dodge, just like don't. Just don't. Gym consistently, and then boom, I got married, and then back in the gym again, and boom, baby on the way. Dang, dude. I mean, you know, just do it. Just get it done. Just get it done. All right, who do I want to play? Seraph or Xeris? I don't know. You have any Latin food where you live? No, sadly not. I think I'm going to play a Seraph game because it sounds more fun to me. I've been playing a lot of Seraph lately. I've been playing her like kind of like full carry build too. Full carry Seraph is like super fun to play. I don't know that it's like the best build for her. Like competitively speaking, I think like throwing in a couple bruiser items is like actually how you play her, but I really like it. So get baby jacked. Hell yeah, dude. Take the baby to the gym. Get the jacked ass baby. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. No, don't mirror. That's super cringe. Why do people cringe? No, Xeris. I'm not like I like Xeris, but I don't really play him very much. Like I'm not a huge Xeris fan. Why do people fucking mirror? It's so cringe. I hate it. I hate that people mirror. Why do people do it? You put creatine in your daughter's bottles? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, look at this lobby right here. It's nice and different, and then there's 2 Gruxes. Like, it's nice and unique is the word I was looking for. And then 2 Gruxes. 400 plus games. Oh my god, look at that guy. His name is crazy. All right, we're going to record this one too. We'll do all of our decision making. Hopefully I can catch a W. I don't know if I want to post the last one because it just turned into a shit game.
Prepare for battle.
Do they have any CC that would make me want Liberator, or am I going to go Eviscerator this game? This might be an Eviscerator angle, I don't know. This might be an Eviscerator angle, I don't know. I think I am going to actually go Liberator. I don't know what I'll do, like I'll liberate the Decker CC, I guess. Liberator the Decker CC. Something like that. I think I'm not going to go full carry build either. I'll probably go, like, a little bit of, like, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm doing. What do you ward blue side? You ward blue side so that way if somebody tries to do, like, a vertical jungle invade, you can see it. So, like, I ward blue so that way if somebody comes over here, like, if somebody goes red straight to my blue, I'll see it because there's a ward. So, same thing, starting my same timing. So I drop a ward at the last second so it lasts a little bit longer. Swap over to sentries, jump out. Jump out. Alright, this is going to be like a Stormbreaker into Basilisk game, probs. I got a little bit of front line, so I kind of need to bring a little bit of bulk and survivability to my team. Alright. Bump, 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 bump. We'll do our red, kite it around. This character actually kind of requires a little bit of kiting. Yo, the level 1 Gruxing? Do I get him an assist? Nice. We got him the assist. We love to see it. We love to see it. All right. So I wasn't talking there, so I'll explain because I couldn't talk because I had to think. I held my ability because I needed to see if he was going to flash. It was most likely going to be an E there always, but like say he just like tried to stand and fight, I probably could have just killed him with a Q. I think there's really not much of a reason why I would have picked the Q there or her Heaven's Fury, so it was just like an E chase angle kind of thing. That was the thought process there. There probably was no reasoning for me to do what I just did, but you never know. You never know. All right. Kite with Seraph. Keep that in mind. Just kite with her. She takes a lot of damage in jungle, so kite the camps. All right. 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna jump in on the howitzer probably. Actually, we'll fight the Xerath here a little bit. We pulled away on his shield. There's nothing he can do. We can grief his health bar a little bit more. I don't know like what he thinks he's gonna accomplish there. Actually, I might be fucked. We'll take that. Alright, we're just gonna take a base. We're gonna take a base because I gotta go out to my blue side anyways. We're a little bit ahead of him, so. Alright. Work on our middle components. We'll just go straight to my blue side and work on that. Straight to my blue side. Did my Grex get an assist? He did. He did get an assist. Although he is getting absolutely destroyed in offlane. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Alright, farm out our blue side. We will farm out this blue side. Doop, 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 doop. The Bellica's ganking the Howie for some reason, but there's nobody in the lane, so she's just kind of support ganking Howie. Which, like, hey, by all means, that is your prerogative, but personally for me, I am gonna focus on farming my jungle a little bit. We do max the right click, which, for console players, right click is Chastise. It's just our best ability. It's an auto attack, like, animation cancel kind of thing, so you, like, auto Chastise auto. And we're gonna sweep. We're gonna sweep so we can get a little bit of control, help out this lane some. They don't have any vision anyways. Alright, so she used her stun. We'll dump in, we'll get a little bit of damage in, and then we'll run away. My teammates are nowhere around. I'm getting absolutely dominated by this duo lane. That's crazy. I'm gonna probably tax a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta tax a little bit for that showing up and not giving much assistance. Alright, red side jungle's back up. I just kind of need to go farm and or maybe go sit on off lane because I'm worried that the duo is just getting diffed. He bought a Violet Brooch first. I've never seen that before. Alright, we can go in on the Howie. We'll jump in on the Howie, get the slow off. We're going to use our Q on him because he's going to jump up. It's going to pull me with him, but now I'm dead. Unfortunately. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm most likely dead. Yep. I do be dead. Unfortunate timing there. 39 to 34 farm. It's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well. We'll call that a forced back. He's going to invade my red side on that. So he's taking my 2. I got to go defend my red. No, maybe not. He walks away from that. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Dual lane gets a kill. Cool. Alright, let's do all of our red side. I probably am going to just like take a bit of a farm break. I feel like I've been a little active, which has given the Xerath a little bit of opportunities to get ahead of me, on top of the fact that he just gets another kill. So, not great. So we're going to take a little bit of farming break. We're going to take a little bit of farming break to just get ourselves closer to 6. She pops off at 6. You can do a little pre-6 ganking with her, but I don't want to be too active in the early game on ganks because then I'm not actually getting to that level 6, so... Alright. So let's just focus our camps, focus our Stormbreaker buy, focus our level 6. That's what we're doing right here. That's what we are doing here. Have I considered getting good? Yeah, I'm still working that one out. Still working that one out. Alright. We're just gonna full farm. Just gonna full farm. Get our little 6. 1200. So we've got 400 gold. I have some information on his 2 camp. So after I finish this, I could potentially look for an invade. She's got a pretty good invade on 2 camp because she could dive over the wall. So it's not a terrible thing to invade with. So I'm gonna save this smite that I have. Oh, Zarus is crushing my mid laner. We're gonna look for an invade, or actually, I can maybe just like smite steal this, run away. Probably not even. I just have to hold mid probs. Because I had to clear the ward, so they know I'm here. Yeah, we probably just, yeah, I don't know, wait for my blue, clear a little bit of mid. I'm gonna tax this for making me hold it. Actually, I might just farm it. Because I want my Stormbreaker. Okay, he's on his 5 camp. We're gonna get my blue, and then we'll go get our Stormbreaker. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll just grab our blue. I'll try to be more active after I get my crest and we get our Stormbreaker. This is probably a win out of either offlane or duo kind of game. Because our Countess she's going to scale, but she's struggling. So we're going to go get our Liberator, and we're going to go... Oh shit, we're going to counter gank this. It's probably not the best time. Okay, he's not going to show up. He doesn't have a full item buy, so it's like it could be a decent counter gank. I thought it was a little bit more committal than that, so... Alright. Yeah, alright, we're going to take our Liberator. We go here. Stormbreaker. I guess I'm just going to go farm my red side. This could be a potential opportunity to grab my Wild Hunt off my red side and then look for a mini prime. Let's check the Grux game. 59 to 69. I think he's building better. I think this is a Sky Splitter Grux, which means he's going to be really squishy, which should be easier for us to deal with. So, all right. So now we're stacking our Stormbreaker. We are 1 camp away, this 2 camp away from our Wild Hunt, so that's going to be nice to grab. And then if we can keep Prio in off lane, or potentially get a good gank on mid lane, then there might be a mini prime for us to grab. So, but it looks like they're backing, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Grux backed, so it's not the best time for me to go for something like that. Although I do know that his red side jungle is coming up, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to double smite this. Oh god, he literally saw me. I can't go for it. Grux is gonna pinch in. Yeah, I don't have anything here. My Countess moved away. I wasted a smite on that, but it was just bad timing. I was hoping he would go for his red side because his red side was coming up. Just bad timing. Just a little bit of bad timing with that. All right, we'll grab our red. We'll maybe look for an offlane gank. Like I said, I want to be active. I'm sitting on my ult. I'm not really doing anything with it. I have a full built item. Like, this is the time to be active. So I'm gonna try to get active on either the mid laner or the offlaner. But it's like you have to find the right time for it. I'm assuming he's coming right over here. He just like randomly walked back, but doesn't have any vision of me. We're gonna go on the Grux. Like, I want him to engage him. Yeah, just like hard engage him. Pop ult. Do what you gotta do. I'm only gonna chase that for sure. Alright. Alright, our Countess is getting shit on, so now she's spamming FF. Zarus is looking for 3 camp invade most likely, but I'm gonna shove out mid, so I'll get some farm off of this. Alright, so we have mid shoved. We can look to, like, intervene. He might be doing this. I don't think so, though. Tap on him a little bit. I think I can fight him. Not great. I'm dead. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I think if I didn't have the pending Decker coming to help, I probably wouldn't be so fucked. But hey, I get an assist. I'll take it. I'll take the assist. All right. We're going to go Ruthless Broadsword. He's going Overlord Xeris, which is really interesting. I really like Overlord Xeris when you go like a full tank build. A lot of my blue side's up. We're just going to full clear blue side. I want to be active. I want to like get into fights. The problem is that they're already starting to pull away with their strength. I think maybe our carry is in a decent position to be helpful though. Bellica, if she's like in fights, will help kind of like peel and buy me time to get a lot of my auto attacks in. So that's going to be helpful. Okay, we can play through our carry. That's what we can do. So what we want to do now is we want to get Fang. We really want Fang. Like, we need to start, like, I need to start finding a way to progress the game forward, and it's going to be through Fang. Like, we're not just going to win fights, but we do need to potentially just, like, try to get something, right? So, we do know Xeris is on his 5, so we have a little bit of information. We want to get this and get it off the field quickly, so that way we don't have to fucking stand around, right? Okay, cool. Good. Game progressed. Off lane's doing well. We win through me off lane and carry. We just have to carry the Countess into her scaling because she's kind of like probably bitching and moaning, but we just have to carry her through the scaling, right? So okay, we're gonna clear. We're gonna focus on farming. We're gonna keep an emphasis on just like staying farm focused. He's 102. I'm 103. We're about the same pace of building our item. He's like a couple components ahead of me just based on his extra gold that he has over me, and I have a lot of red side jungle coming up, so farm. The goal is to just farm. Every time I farm, I stack up my Stormbreaker. Countess is going to be scaling. Our carry is obviously able to hold his own in the carry lane. We just need to not like throw away tier 1s, and we need to keep ourselves farm focused, and then influence the map when we can. Grux is killing it over there, doing Grux v Grux things. That's great. All right. Howitzer's rotating over. We do see Xaris. Okay, I can go for Mini Prime. So I see the Xaris. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop ult for this. And we're going to hold the Q here. So the knockback's going to come out. Oh, it's on a weird rotation. So when the knockback comes out, we're going to use the Q. All right, we use the Q so it doesn't knock me back. All right. We grab that. Now I want to shove right lane with it. I think he's strong enough. I think we're going to try to just like shove this down if possible. Actually, probably can't. I'm probably going to take this duo lane. My red's up.
I shall return.
Yeah, I probably just take this duo lane. Right, we know Xaris is just literally hanging out, but we get free mid tier 1. They're trying to respond to our duo lane, but our duo lane hasn't died, so they're doing well. We probably lose the tower, but there might be a potential fight here.
Allied towers destroyed.
Like, there's definitely a fight here. Okay, there's Countess with a pick. I mean, either way, we're gonna get kills on our carry or me. I'm here. Dude, there's no way I should have cleansed that. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right, we have Xaris there. I'm gonna steal his 2 camp. We have my E, so I can jump over the wall. All right. We need to shove mid. We know the Howie's gone. We need to get this tier 1. We need to get something out of this. Alright. Just stalls a little bit of time on that. Doesn't really matter. Okay, good. Red side jungle's up. I might even be able to steal like a 3 camp. Alright. Alright. Not gonna go too crazy. Not gonna go too crazy. Facilitate a little bit of damage. I have 60 seconds. We can push for right tier 1. That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm trying to get a lot of value out of this mini prime if I can. 132, so I'm beating him in farm. He's a little bit ahead of me on item because he has gold. All right, we're going to shove this. We need this tier 1. We can win this game by progressing the Fangtooths and taking out objectives. So getting these tier 1s is going to be a big portion of getting us back in the game. So tier 1's taken down. I have enough gold to go buy an item. What I'm going to do is full rotate my red side, and I'm going to probably half rotate my red side. I'm going to do my 5 camp, do my red, go back to base, take a buy, go to Fangtooth. We need to progress and get towards our Fangtooth right now. So that's what we need to do. I'm gonna pre-ping Fangtooth to let my team know that's like what the next thing we should be looking at is. But I am gonna get as much of this jungle as I can. I'm gonna ping it again just because I have a little bit more free time to do so. We're gonna use the smite because I'll have another one back up in time. This gives me a little bit more opportunity to get as much of this farm off field as possible. It's not the best timing for me, probably. After this item is built, we're gonna go into an absolution. We're kind of doing like half carry, half bruisery kind of a build, so we're gonna go into absolution. This is like more of a carry item, but it also has some like damage mitigation, tenacity, magic armor. So I think it's a pretty decent item for characters like Seraph Grux. So, all right, we have this item, or we have this Fangtooth. We're here. We're looking for opportunities. We have that left lane. Okay, cool. Users are stun on me. Left lane needs to be pushed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up for a little bit. We're gonna back up. We're gonna buy a little bit of time for our Murdoch, because we're kind of playing through our Murdoch here, or not our Murdoch, our Drongo. Grab our blue. What we don't want to do is leave her to get ganked, and then die in the mid. So we need to be like, you know, we need to be like reasonably in a position. All right. Make her miss. If he pulls her, okay, we full go on the Decker here. We get to the Decker. Full chase the Decker, kill the Decker. Now we can cut away. We got our pick. All right. We need someone, like Grux needs to go back to right lane. We can go for Fangtooth. We got one pick. It's still technically like a 44 if the Grux rotates over. But again, we want to progress this game through Fangtooth. So he can go deal with the Grux. He helps us get our pick that we need, and then we progress the game through Fangtooth. So that's good. That's good. It's maybe not as clean as we would like, but it's solid. It's solid. It do be solid. All right, farm focused again. 167 to his 141. We're feeling pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. So, two of my red side camps are up. We're pushing for like a 1300 buy with heroic guard, most likely. Don't have to worry about mini primes at all anymore. I think our Grux is in a pretty tight position. I'm gonna smite this so I can get to him. He might need a little bit of assistance. Nope, he's chilling. He's strong. He's chilling. He do be chilling. All right, 1350 or 1300. We can go ahead and buy that. We'll be back out on field. At this point, the game is like pretty close, so there's not really like a lot of solo endeavors I should be going on. Like I shouldn't be like just looking to invade solo. If I do, it's probably 2 camps solely, because I can dive over the wall if I need to. Even then, that still comes at a bit of a risk. We do want to get vision on orb, especially with like a rotating Decker. They could look for a potential kill on our Grux, and then they can carry that into like a potential orb. We don't see their duo. We could probably try to find a way to yeah, I don't care about that. We could probably find a way to like maybe make some kind of a play happen in the duo lane. We want to get that tier 1 down, but don't know that we necessarily need to just as of yet. Okay. Okay, we'll dive away from that. A bit of damage there. Okay. Relax, Murdoch. With some jungle coming back up. Again, I think we mostly just win our Grux 1v1. Yeah, he's just in a position where he wins his Grux 1v1. I could maybe kind of lean toward him. Oh god, he does not win the Grux 1v1 because the Zara shows up. Oh, he does win the Grux 1v1. I think it's just a trade. It just turns into a trade. He did be pretty strong. I know he probably doesn't have any abilities at the moment, so... Oh, dude, he's strong. He's strong. I have to flash that, actually. Dude, he's actually so strong. He is so strong. Jesus Christ. That's tough. That's tough. I probably need to build a Citadel against him. I cannot fuck with that guy. I cannot fuck with that guy.
Allied tower.
That's crazy, dude. He's just got like such a bulky deal damage kind of a thing going on there. Yeah, I just have to play through like team fighting with Grux and Harry. He probably rips most of my red side, which is not great. We're like, yeah, we're mostly just winning off team fights and Fang 3. Because I don't know that I'll probably go check my red side. I don't know that I'll have much I can get out of it. He probably just kills all of it. And actually, he shows at level 14. He's huge. Yeah, he's actually, he's so huge and it's just kills, which is super unfortunate. Because, like, if he does take all of this, that also, like, closes the gap on me. Okay, so I'm lucky he doesn't take a bunch of my jungle. What I need is for Duo to kind of, like, hold it down. Fuck, as soon as I say that, they get picked. We need to, like, keep them alive for Fang 3. Like, that's pretty much all we can do, is, like, keep them alive for Fang 3. Fang 3 is, like, pretty much our win con right now.
My heresy is here.
Yeah, pretty much our win con. Grux 1v1 is solid. We need to looking at this. I also hope they don't steal a bunch of my blue jungle, because I just like need to try to catch up to them as much as possible. Our Grux doing like the Grux shit where he just like runs it down is like super good. I probably have to cover mid really quickly, which is totally fine because that's going to bring me like a wave of farm. Like, they're going to clear and probably go collapse on off lane. Again, we do want to fight over Fang as much as possible. I wish she wouldn't have taken a bunch of that farm. That could have put me like really close to my item. Or I could be basing to grab my item. Yeah, we want to clear this wave. I'm going to go grab my item, but like, the timing is like pretty decent. So I got Absolution now, which gives me a little bit of defenses. What I probably need to do... Nobody's building armor. Like, Citadel would still be decent here. I kind of want armor, but I also kind of want to just go straight into this guy's footage so I can just like shred through his health. So that's probably what I do. I probably just like try to beat him by doing more damage than him. If we can... Okay, I'm gonna clear this ward. Actually, I don't give a fuck about that ward, dude. I just want to rip this. Like, I want to get this off field super fast. Because even if this turns into a fight, like 8% stats is 8% stats, man. When we get this shit, we could turn it directly into a fight. Like, that's actually just like so huge for us. That's 8% stats, dude. Okay, huge. That's a huge power spike for us. I really want to get that tier 1 down out of left lane. Like, really, really want to get that tier 1 down. We have super solid vision. I can go help collapse on mid. I don't want to give them a tower for free. I'll just run away from that, do some damage to him, and then just step away. Damn, dude. They just have so much damage. It's like actually so hard for me to stay alive. We don't have like the best front lines, so I'm basically like a post Grux initiate, post like fight break. Like right here, like Grux initiates, I come in post fight break, right? Okay. Zarus is in that fight. I don't know how much I can do. Dude, there's no way. Holy shit, so much mobility. That's fine. That's fine. We force a lot of his cooldowns there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating going the Citadel route versus the Sky Splitter route, because I kind of want to just be able to dive in the fight and help them. But a part of me also wants to just like shred through them on, like I said, like a post-fight break. I have a couple options here for sure. I'm gonna go Sky. I'm gonna go Sky Splitter. Play more on the carry end of the spectrum. Like we mostly just gotta keep playing this consistently. Play around our carry, play around our Grux. The Grux is going into Tainted, so he's got like a solid front line for himself. I just have to be there. Like even this is like post-fight break enough. Like if I have the ability to get into this fight, it's not great because the Grux is here. Dude, so much not able to move. Dude, oh my god. He like flashed directly in front of me. I thought he was gonna flash like next to me, but like Jesus Christ. Flashed directly in front of me. That's rough. We didn't really quite rotate into that like the way I'd hoped. If our Drongo was there, he probably kills everything. That's okay. That is okay. He comes in now. I don't know how much he'll be able to clean up from that, but nice. It's good. We'll take it. It's good. We'll take it. Countess probably cleans up Decker. But again, she scales. Like, this is all fine. She scales. She can't catch her. Oh, she does catch her. She kills her here. Oh, just chase after her for a Q. Oh, she got her. Never mind. She got her. That's fine. Yeah, we're just playing the scaling game. We're just playing the scaling game. We're chilling. Like, the more he continues on this path and doesn't go tanky, like, the less threatening he's going to be. Like, Countess is going to have more burst. Our carry's going to have more damage. I'm going to get more... I'm going to get, like, this Sky Splitter specifically, so I'll be able to duel him a little bit better. So we're just chilling. We are just chilling. At this point, we're basically just waiting for Primal or like a potential Orb Prime window. And again, this is another one of those games where like, dude, I'm just not the playmaker. It's fine. Like, I'm not the playmaker. I'm keeping myself like pretty in line with the jungler. So I'm not a complete non-factor, but I'm just playing my role. Like, I think that this is like, this is probably something more MOBA players need to understand. Like, if you're losing lane or if you're not the big person that's making plays, dude, just lose or skate with grace, right? Like, you don't have to be winning and have 12 kills to be able to win a game, right? Like, this is a lesson in just like not tilting. Like, I could be super tilted that I'm not like, you know, super fed on Seraph and that's like where she thrives, or I could just do my job, right? Like, just do my job, like chill, hang out, get my shit done, farm here, push out that off lane, maybe look for an opportunity for Primal Fang. I'm gonna let my team know that that's up. I'll go shove out this duo lane real quick. I'll go shove out this duo lane, get that prio moving back in that direction. Get this moving in this direction. I don't have a chance to cut her off. I think we literally just do this. Nah, let me turn and fight. Dive it on those Eris. Hold the wedge, jump up and over. I'll probably just have to base and come back out. Just not terrible. I wish I had enough for my Sky Splitter though. What are they on? If they're on, we just go in. Like, again, I go in post-fight break. Like, Drux goes in, everybody starts collapsing in. Well, that's not going to be great for us. Wait, where is my team at? That's tragic. Where is my team, actually? It took so long for them to get in there. I mean, now there's no smite, so it's just kind of up to them to do the job. Drongo's low, but he's, you know, they're mostly doing their thing. There you go. I feel like that could have probably been done better on the timing by our teammates to collapse in with the Grux. Like, it should have been like Grux and team, me dive in, we clear. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Not too terrible. All right, last item. What do we want? Like, last item, I can probably go with like pretty much any carry item if I want to continue the theme of like just trying to shred. Or I could honestly just go like with a freaking tank item because I'm not like actually staying alive. So we'll probably go with a Citadel at this point. Like, yeah, the health and the armor can probably help me out a little bit. What up, DBZ? You not come back win? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I feel like we probably could have gotten a little bit more done there, just in the fact that like our team could have collapsed at a little bit better timing, but it's totally fine. They get the primal. We're gonna get a free inhib if she commits to this, which I definitely think she should. And we probably go for orb. We probably just respawn with the Drongo, go orb. We can fight them because we have a few people that have the primal on. As long as our Bellica doesn't die here. If our Bellica dies here, she just ruins this whole shove. Because that would be a silly place to be at. Like, we do want to just, like, be here. We have a double smite, so we're going to start this off with a smite. We're going to use our Q to avoid this damage right here. It's going to knock us back, but it's worth it. I think we should have just probably committed, personally, but... right, we're gonna dive back out. So I went pretty deep. Get the kill on the Grux. We're gonna flash out. Nope, no flash out. Dude, where is my team? I feel like they're just so bad at their timing. I mean, like, if they could fight more, like, around with us, then we wouldn't be, like, losing so many people in some of these fights. We'd actually just be able to win the fights. But instead, it's always just, like, a late cleanup. Like, we could be, like, kind of, like, dominating a little bit more, but it's all good. We'll just let them push. There's only one person left alive, and the Countess probably can kill this guy. Nah, he's too fast. But yeah, they can just push for an inhibs, probably. They can just push... I don't know. Do they end here? I don't think they end here. I think they probably just go for inhibs. I think the core is going to do a pretty decent amount of... Oh, now they end. Never mind. A little bit of a weird game, but hey, like I said, maybe just an exercise in kind of like doing your part. I think the timing from some of our teams and some of our pushes could have been a little bit better, but if they just focus the core, we win here. GG's. There you have it. Like I said, not the best, most clean game, but just do your part. Don't tilt. Know your role. There you have it, friends. Drop a like in the video, subscribe for future predecessor content. I definitely do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, different builds for Sarah kind of go in the direction you need to. Probably should have just picked up the Citadel a little bit earlier, but it is what it is, friends. As always, be sure to be kind of one of others. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you on the next video. Cool, that'll work. I think sometimes showing off like non-super highlight gameplays is like perfect. Dude, I didn't really do fuck all that game. I just did what I needed to do. I stayed ahead of him in farm. I just did my fucking job, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I just did my fucking job. I couldn't... My teammates just never wanted to fucking group around me, dude. It was actually crazy. Although this was pre-recorded, nah. I was like in recording mode. Thanks for your teaching. No problem, man. Yeah, I think if our teammates did a better job like collapsing in. Okay, now tilt off cam. Dude, okay. So if our teammates just did a better job collapsing in on me and you, we would have been like golden. But first of all, we won at Fang 3. Like Fang 3, dude, it's so big. It's so big. The fact that like if any team, like I wonder, you know what? I actually am so curious what the win percentage of teams that get Fang 3 is. Like 3 uncontested Fangs. Like that win percentage is probably like 95%, dude. 8% stats. 8% stats. It's fucking huge, man. You can't let that happen. So yeah, Fang 3 was our win con. Our carry was like, he was doing carry things. He started building a little weird and I got a little bit nervous. I was like, oh fuck. He started building like a little wacky. But dude, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I got kind of fucking diffed that game. Like I couldn't do shit, dude. I couldn't do shit that game. I tried to fight their Xeris like 2 times and got shit on. Couldn't do shit, dude. 8% stats is 8% stats, bro. It's great because not only do you talk about pathing and tactics, but also mindset. Yeah, I think like I said, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not always the best at practicing what I preach. Like I tilt too, but just because I was 4-6 or some shit. Like I'm not like I'm used to going like 12-2 on Seraph, right? But I can still win, right? Hello, playing into stacks, dude. I feel like I haven't played into a stack in a long time, but I used to know when I was playing against stacks because it was like I knew the player stacking. Now I don't really ever look to see if people are stacking. Sometimes sometimes I'll know, but a lot of the times I don't really know. I don't really know, you know what I mean? I don't really know, you know what I mean? I don't really know, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Why was that such a high rated game? Holy shit. Dude, I was the lowest rating on my team. What the fuck? What? I haven't been in a lobby that high in like a long ass time. What the fuck? They announced when this will be coming out on PS5. It's already on PS5, my duder. It's been on PS5 since December 1st. You just gotta get a beta code either in Discord or on the website. God damn, dude. God damn. All right, I think I'm just gonna like hang out and chat with y'all so I can like edit that video and make a thumbnail if y'all are down. So if y'all are down with just like vibing for a little bit, because unfortunately I am a human being that is limited on time, right? So if I want to post, I also have to like, you know what I mean? If I want to post, then I gotta do the work, and I only have so much time to do the work and to sleep and to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I want to post, then I gotta do the work. Do the work. Does Sereth build is like butter? That's not the title of the video, if that's what you're insinuating. I mean, most pred content is pretty lazy because there's just really not much reason to put a lot of effort in. So doing the editing is nothing. It's just making the thumbnail. What was the build? So that build was like a slightly, like, it's a mix between like a carry and a bruiser build. It's Stormbreaker first, into Basilisk, into Absolution. That kind of builds you like a health, you build a base of health. You build your Stormbreaker because you start building stacks. You build Basilisk because it's just like it's the strongest fucking bruiser item in the game. That brings you some health. Then you build Absolution because it's like another carry item. Like it has carry stats on it, but it's also kind of like bruiserish in the sense that it's got like armor and damage mitigation on it. And then I was either debating on going towards Citadel or Sky Splitter, but really it's like Citadel, Sky Splitter is the last two items. So yeah. Currently been in queue for over 30 minutes, still no bueno. What server? Jesus Christ. If you're in queue, you're either on a dead, for that long, you're either on a dead server or something's wrong with your game/internet. Because queues are not 30 minutes long. The matchmaking is too bad for that to happen. Maybe I go back to the day before I had a job, before I got paid, before it ever mattered what I had in my bank. What do I think about Iggy Jungle? I mean, it's not really a jungler. It's just capable of jungling, but it's like the bottom of F tier. If that makes sense. And I'll see you on the next video. If that makes sense, Iggy Jungle is the very bottom of F tier. Nothing is worse in jungle than Iggy Jungle. And by nothing, I mean there is shit that's worse, but I mean, like, of the people that can actually jungle. Like, Iggy can technically jungle, there's just not a reason to do it. For C people, accused are apparently either instant or 30 minutes. Well, I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? There's either enough people to instantly make a game or there's no one. So, yeah, ironic enough, that do be making some sense. Do they have any CC that would make me want Liberate? I think I'm not going to go full carry build either. I'll probably go, like... Do I get him an assist? Nice. I got a little bit of front line, so I kind of need to bring a little bit of bulk and survivability to my team. Alright, we'll start the video there. That's a fine place. That's a fine place to start it. I got a little bit of front line, so I kind of need to bring a little bit of bulk and survivability to my team. I got a little bit of front. Alright, so now we're gonna do one of these. Gotta line this up, watch, you know what I mean? Like, watch. Your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, different builds for Sarah. Have it, friends. Drop a like in the video, subscribe for future predecessor content. I definitely do. There you have it, friends. Drop a like in the video, subscribe for future predecessor content. I definitely do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I feel like my mic sounds weird. There you have it, friends. Drop a like in the video, subscribe for future predecessor content. I definitely do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, different builds for Sarah kind of go in the direction you need to. Does my mic sound weird? I feel like it sounds weird. I don't know. That's not good. My computer sounds like a fan is dying. No. Speakers? Oh, it's my speakers. They're loose. That sounded like a fan. I was sad. You just be sounding like that? Fuck, I sound like ass. Sarah explaining jungle shit. I'm gonna title this like not every game is your best or something like that. Like, or like you can't carry every game. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like, because that sounds like, I feel like that's like kind of baity. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. I opened this twice. Fuck you, Kwong. You're a pussy. Alright, watch this, boys. Sarath, predecessor. Where's this bitch at? Look at this bitch right here. Look at her. That old fat ass. Look at that bitch right here, bruh. Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch right here. Look at it, dude. I'm gonna make this bitch cry, watch. I'm gonna make this bitch cry. Look at it, dude, yeah, bro. Look at it, dude, right here, bro. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Oh, hey, KK. What are you doing there? Oh, hey, what are you doing there? Hey, baby. What are you doing there watching this here stream? Oh shit, that was a little aggressive. I'm gonna make DB cry, bruh. I'm gonna make DB cry. Look at it, D. I'm gonna make DB cry right here, bruh. I'm gonna make DB cry. She be crying. Why the fuck she crying? Why she always crying? Ooh, oh my god. Why the fuck she crying? Why she always crying? Oh my god. Why the fuck she crying? Why she always crying? Oh my god. Stop fucking crying. I don't care if this actually looks all that great. Oh my god, my battery is low. What that mount do, bro? Legend. I've been watching, hun. No. Don't say that. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's fine that you watch. I just like, I'm playing on the joke about like, me doing the weird thing where I was like sucking my mic's cock just a minute ago. Yeah, I don't actually need this to look good. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Honestly, I think I'm literally just gonna copy the Kwong thumbnail. No, I want to make it more about like I want to make it like giant puddle of tears at the bottom. No, I'm not putting that much effort in. So I'm gonna title it something along the lines of like, you can't carry every game, which is a little bit misleading because that means people, it's gonna sound like I'm bitching about like matchmaking or something, but really what it means is that like I didn't carry that game, but I still did my part, right? So what do I want to make because usually you try to like offset the thumbnail and the title at times. So like, so I wanted to say something along the lines of like do your job or like play your role. Yeah, that's a little bit longer. Play your role. Nah, do your role. I can make that fit better with the text. Do your role. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Do your role. Ba ba da ba da 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 ba ba. The fucking crying looks like shit. I'm just too lazy to actually make it look good. I don't care. I don't care. I'm upset. How about you don't have to carry every game? No. No. I don't know. I'm just too lazy to make too much changes. Like, I'm too fucking lazy, bro. Brother, bro, Miko, bro, Chacho, bro, bruh, bruh. You know what I mean? Chief, pal, buddy, bucko, buckaroo. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. You know what? Sometimes I accidentally I'm trying to do something like where I change the color, and sometimes I put myself in a situation where like I find that like just a flat background actually looks kind of nice. Like just doing something like this every now and then like looks kind of nice. Honestly, I'm doing that now. What do I do with this roll? What do I do with this map, bro? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. You're making it hard for me. Oh, I can delete this folder. This game's dead now. Sad. Is there anything I need out of here? Nope. This game is dead now. Goodbye. Unpin from quick access, PC, secondary. Oh. Come on. What? Dual force. Delete. Pred assets. YouTube shit that I use often. Boop. Boop. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Make me alone. Alright, honestly, this is like a fine enough thumbnail. I'm too lazy to do more. Actually, no, I'll do one thing more. I kind of want this bitch to be bigger, you know what I'm saying? I want this bitch to like really... Like, I want her to really be upset. You know what I mean? Like, this bitch, she really not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like she's having a rough day. You know, she's not having an easy go. You know. Why is DC so good at making shit with the best superheroes that exist, dude? I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, DC literally has the best characters. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I'm a Marvel fan. DC is better. They just are. They have better stories. They have better fucking heroes. They have better motivations. Everything about DC is better except for the shit that they actually do with DC. You know what's crazy? Do you play with your viewers? Not really. I don't really play with anybody ever. It's so crazy how like DC has like comics and like animated films other than the Spider-Verse movies. The Spider-Verse movies are like the only good Marvel animated films. Mostly. Alright. Save as Serath. Explained. Non-carry shitter. Oh wait, no. Non-carry, not best of my performances. Game. I see 9 was in chat when I made this thumbnail. He wanted me to give her a puddle of tears, but that's dumb as fuck, so I didn't. Thumbnail. Alright. I think that's a good thumbnail title. What is this? I'm designing a thumbnail for a video. What a title? What do you mean? It's your boy, Enigma Ryan. Go play Pokemon Unite. No. No, I'm not playing Pokemon Unite. I actually played not that long ago. It was actually pretty fun. Pokemon Unite's always fun. There's just not a reason to play it, which makes it really, really hard to like keep playing it. Oh wait, that's the wrong thumbnail folder. Sarah explained non-carry, not one of my best performances. Game I see Nana's in chat when I made this thumbnail. He wanted me to give her a puddle of tears, but that's dumb as fuck, so I didn't. Thumbnail compy. Actually, I need to change this. I actually can't leave it this way because YouTube pulls metadata and like cursing and shit's not like good. So like I've had I think I made like one of my thumbnails like super ridiculous and the video got demonetized. Sorry for blasting you on Discord. You're gonna tell me what that means? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't have any context. What do you mean blasting me on Discord? Can you be more specific? Ugh. You ever get into astronomy? No, not really. Can I host a custom server I would love to play? I think no, because I don't have like an interest in like playing customs. Like the problem with, you know what? It's funny you say that because I thought about doing an in-house server. Like literally recently I was like, you know what? I can do an in-house server. And you know why I don't want to do that? Because this game has nothing to play for. And if we all started playing in-houses, then the one thing there is to play for, which is like Affinity EXP, we wouldn't get it. So it's like the game barely has anything to play for. So yeah. It was a while ago. We were arguing because you weren't pulling your weight on my team. I was crunched. Dude, I don't remember, man. I don't remember at all. Like, you were Howie. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a perfect way for us to lose is if I get put on fucking non-jungle. I never expect to win if I'm on off lane. Or, like, off roll, I mean. Like, sometimes I do okay. Most of the time I don't. Dude, I have, like, 90% of my... Oh, I was Howie off laner? Lol. Yeah, dude, if I don't get jungle, I usually just, like... I don't want to say I was trolling, but, like, I don't take the game seriously when I'm not on jungle. I just can't. I can't take the game seriously if I'm not in jungle. I'm definitely not a very strong I'm not a very strong off-roll player. It's not my best. It's not my best. Oh, bro. I lost so much MMR this bullshit day. It's unlucky. I don't really care, but it's nice to like be masters or whatever. Not that any of it matters at all. I can't take this game seriously because of matchmaking. Yeah, I mean, nobody really can, right? Like, you can take it seriously if, like, you know what I thought? I literally told Soul Reaper I was going to do this recently. I kind of want to build. I was talking to Toasty and Soul Reaper, and I think whoever the fuck else was in the Discord. What was your reasoning for quitting OP? So here's the thing. I think people are very confused about the timeline. Let me explain. People are super confused about what happened. I never quit Pred for OP. That never happened. What happened is I took a break from Pred and I just so happened to go play Overprime. So I didn't quit Overprime. I never committed to playing Overprime. I was just fucking around on it because it was something to do. So I didn't quit OP. I just went back to Pred. You know what I mean? I just thought you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I think Overprime's a pretty decent game. I'm going to be honest. I think both of these games are dead. Like, I think they're both going to die. Like, I think neither one of these two games has any chance at making it. Well, I say any chance. I don't think either one of them will make it. What's your take on Power World? I don't play games like that, so I don't play it. So, I want to say something, Krashy, then say it. You don't have to declare that you want to say something. Just say it. I don't know. I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty certain that both of these games are just not going to make it. I don't see how they would, to be honest. I think Smite is going to be too good and will most likely just hold chokehold over the third-person market. Even if you don't prefer to play Smite, the vast majority of people that play these kinds of games probably will. Don't think they can compete. I don't think that they can compete. I don't think they can do it. We'll see. You agree with everything I mentioned about Pred? Nice. That's pretty dope. I don't really, like, need people to agree with everything I say, but, like, it's a little validating, right? We love dead games. Bro, I have played so many dead games. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. Criminally underrated. fuck, I forgot. I was gonna show you my new gun. I can't. JTS. Look, I bought this. I got this today. What the fuck is going on my computer? I got this today. Wait, am I allowed to show this? Am I allowed to? Are we allowed to watch videos of shotguns and stuff? I got this gun today.
Howdy folks, Mark Serbu, gun designer, gun nut.
His is gray, mine's black, but you get the point.
You ever get those emails from certain places that tempt you with, gosh, I can't talk about certain things because you know how the tech overlords are about normal AR, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, about this.
Let me get that bolt out of there.
I kind of don't want to watch this video. This guy fucking around with it. I kind of want to like watch him. Like I want to watch somebody shoot it.
I'll run down to the gun.
I know this guy had a bunch of firing issues. Like, so my buddy has the AK version, so it's like AK body style, AR body style. You have to run heavy ammo in this gun, otherwise it jams up a bunch. So like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not a very reliable gun." It's like it is if you're running the right shells, and if you have the gas turned on right. So. Been here since the beginning. I'm just disgusted at how slow the progress of Pred is. Yeah, how do you feel about Richter Jungle? It's really good. It's really good. I just don't like playing tank jungles because it's like really hard to carry solo queue with tank jungles. But yeah, it's really good. But yeah, I bought this gun and I got it in today, and I haven't put any rounds through it naturally, but I will. Pretty excited to fuck around with a semi-automatic shotgun though. So, we also enjoyed survival crafter games. And Shrouded is great, but they to each their own. See, I'm just a PvP gamer. Like, I only ever play PvP games. I don't ever fuck around with anything else other than PvP games. But, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think, like, you know what sucks about having this, like, opinion about, like, Pred and everything? Is that, like, it truly isn't something that's going to happen quickly. Like, this is something that's going to happen slowly over time. Like, they have a lot of money. They have time. Oh my god. The lefty shooter. He looks so uncomfortable holding that gun. Yeah, I don't know. You seen Beetlejuice, like the old, like Michael Keaton movie? I've seen the original, if that's what you mean, yeah. I don't want to read these dumbass comments. I just wanted to show you all the shotgun I got. That's funny. That's funny, bro. That is funny. Look at all these fucking... Dude, this chick is so funny. It's like Mexican white girl. She's actually so funny. Oh my god, I have so many gun videos now. I have too many gun videos now. Dude, what's going on? There's a lot of nonsense in YouTube. Ow, don't get Garand thumb. Ow, what the fuck? Ow, ow. I don't want to watch that. That looks like painful. Wait, Murdoch pre-alpha gameplay? Let's watch that.
First.
Oh! I don't want to watch that. Let's watch pre-alpha gameplay. Sounds fun. 3 years ago, pre-alpha gameplay. You remember when he's waiting in line, he steals the ticket from the voodoo guy? I mean, lightly, yeah. I mean, I lightly remember that, yeah.
Around him, and then if I shoot, you'll notice it goes off.
Yeah, what skin is that?
That works with a lot of his abilities, but let me get into that later. Let's grab some items. So we're gonna go for the sword. Gives you a little bit of power, a little bit of health, and some life steal.
That's how long Pred's gonna take. Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Out. I'm gonna head to the right lane, next to the Fang Tooth, because that's where the ADC I feel like is better position. But I'm in love with this skin. This skin is super dope, man. The team did an amazing job. I am kind of biased
skin that's
because
not out.
like I'm a founder of Ramada Studios, so I am kind of biased. But I feel like this is, a really cool skin. Like the way the lights glow up.
Is his right
Turn it
arm
off.
not fucked up? Oh, it's the
Like,
butt of the
I
gun.
feel like it
It's
really
the stock
adds
of the
to
gun.
the skin. Feels real good. Let's have a look at who we're against. 2 carries on the enemy team. I guess people really wanted to try out that Murdoch skin.
Why does the map like
So we're up against a Sparrow. I feel
unironically
like
look
Sparrows...
better here? Maybe I just
Just
like
look
it
at
because
this
it's different.
Chimera.
I think I like
Trying
it
to go
just
for the
because
early
it's
gank.
different. I think that's
Looks
the
like
only
they don't
reason
have a
why.
support, so it might be a Chimera support, maybe.
What the f...
I feel like if Narbash is pretty good with his dunks, we'll do pretty well.
Oh god, this is so bad though.
That's alright, he's just warming up, ladies and gentlemen. He's just warming up. It's not very nice. Narbash. I think we just let them push a bit. I feel like this Chimera is just whacking minions, so we should be okay.
I just like happened to stumble across this.
Can Julie stop poking me, please? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not filled with too much confidence about these dunks, but I'm sure he's just warming up. Would you?
Dude, he died?
But it's okay, it's okay. We're just
I
getting
think I
started.
died.
Just getting started. Getting warmed up. I haven't played a lot of the game because I've been working on the game. I've been fixing it. But I'm sure we'll be fine. Who's my jungler? Ryan's my jungler, so Ryan kind of knows what he's doing most of the time, so we should be okay. Missing right.
God, I hate that ping system. I hate this ping
No, wait,
system
is
so
Ryan not my
much.
jungler? Chimera's my jungler. You need to make sure I'm focusing last hit. I want to wait a bit. before
And
I
the
back.
game's come a long way, dude.
I
It
wanna
really
go
has.
for crit chance. I want to get this item, so I want about 1,250 gold before I back, so I get some good power. Oh my God, these last hits.
Truly has come a long way. Sparrow arrowed his ass.
My Larvash landed. I think we could have killed him because he was literally tanking the minions. I have no idea what he's doing. Like he didn't have a minion wave, and he was just tanking.
That
the
is Sparrow?
minions.
Yeah, it's Sparrow.
If only I had my snipe, I'd have destroyed him. So the skin's pretty cool because it doesn't just react with shots fired. It reacts with pretty much it interacts with all the abilities. So like you'll notice if I use an ability,
Dude, these
the
thunks are
skin will
killing me.
flicker. The lights will flicker because it's kind of like the skin's got like power, and then it's a surge of power to cast the ability. That's the kind of theme behind the skin. If this guy dunks her, like we actually win. We actually kill her.
Oh, this is so boring to watch, though.
Maybe get us
Holy
wave
shit.
reset. I feel like I want to say that I don't think Narbash has landed a dunk yet, but I feel like he's just tactically missing, so that they think he's bad. They step forward and then boom, get some kills. I think I'm gonna max my shots fired here.
That guy's actually missed everything, dude.
I'm gonna back. Let this wave push in, and then I think I'm gonna back.
Does this UI look different? This is really old. This is like 3-year-old footage.
Where's?
I'm not playing. I'm watching a video.
I don't even know how to say be right back. I've actually forgotten.
$50 skin when it drops. Dude, who knows? This is back when you bought like potions and
It's not
wards
looking
and
good for my
shit, I
team. We died
guess.
3 times to their 1. Ryan, as usual, feeding. No surprise there. But it looks like they may get another kill.
This is also prior to them swapping to Unreal Engine
no.
5,
Oh,
I would
no, not
assume.
like this
This is
team.
probably
I don't even have
UE4.
snipe.
Hey, I really like
still
that
working on
orb prime spawning on the right. That's kind of nice.
He's just around the corner.
Kind of like that.
It looks like the chat might have to carry this one, ladies and
What the
gentlemen.
fuck? This is better too. What the fuck? I don't understand. I feel really like annoyed right now. I didn't mean to press that. That like really annoys me. Like this is a nice feature showing people that something is spawning, and this is a nice feature showing people that it's missing instead of it being a text chat. Like it's just like way better. I don't know. It's actually just way fucking better, dude. It's crazy. Um, tank one on hit build. How do you have a tank on hit build? That doesn't make any sense. When Joe makes a build and puts it in a video, like, there's like a 50% chance that I cringe. Yeah, I don't really care what the I just need the tags. You can't always carry your games dot dot dot. And then we'll do predecessor for SEO. Sometimes you just gotta do your part, not tilt, play your role through your teammates. Bots. Hit them with a little bit of SEO hashtags. Serif. Hit it with a. I'm gonna show y'all a script that I use. I don't think I've ever shown this on stream before. Let me show y'all a little script that I use. Well, actually, I can't. I'll have to do it. Oh, fuck me, dude. Upload time's crazy. Never mind. Can't show y'all my script. I'll show y'all my script another day. For every video, looking beautiful skins. $20 to buy. I don't know. He built Sky Sweater Steel, so yeah. I mean, I know. Like, I think it's like I get that it's like for the fun, but like I don't know. I've never been able to really do that. Like make like fun builds and like turn it into content. I was just kind of thought like it always just felt like a waste of time to me. Like if I'm gonna play the game, like that's my problem with Pred, right? Like Pred is nothing but pubs, but I play the game super seriously. It's like it's really hard to like not take the game too seriously for me.
It's just around the corner.
The towers do look cooler. I don't know. They just look different. I think the reason why I enjoy this map so far, just from the limited that I've seen, is because it's different. Like I think the Pred map it just deserves to be changed. This looks like kind of nice though. Like
damage.
Like looks nice.
I've got more power than her. I just need a gank to be honest. We get a gank and we're set.
You know what I like about this? Look how forcibly close. Like this lane is small. Look how forcibly close they are to the fog wall. I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like that's really nice.
Chimera's lagging all over the place. Could be me though. I've been having poor internet all week. Bruh, their Sevrog just died to a lane minion. Duncan, boy! This Duncan, this is a kill!
Dude, there's
oh,
no way.
come on, where's the dunk? Where's the dunk?
There's no way.
Come on, team, you better kill her. It's just a sparrow. Good job. That's what I like to see.
No jump pads. I think I prefer that. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of jump pads. They're like okay, I guess.
I think my jungler got the kill there, so that's pretty good. Okay, now I got some attack speed too. I'll be hurting a lot.
I should probably go to bed. I'm gonna finish this video and then go to bed.
I'll probably rotate for this to be honest.
Actually, I'm gonna skip through this. This is long as fuck.
They might just back here though.
Why is
But if
this
they
the
don't,
most
we can just go
replayed
in.
part?
Now I should just give speed. We pretty much win this. Never mind, this is Murdoch rotating. Trying to get the Chimera low enough because oh fuck, this guy might snipe me.
Ouch.
Fuck me! Jesus. So nice. What a ult. Double snipe, baby! Get these guys out of here. No! Oh, I just managed to land a shot. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. These guys ain't know nothing. Champ just back to dominating form, ladies and gentlemen. She thought. We're also getting someone's coming from the left. He needs to be careful.
I feel like this map unironically looks better. I feel like I don't have enough. You see the pits.
I take a few jungle camps here while my wave pushes. All right, let's see what we can do. I don't know if I should be 1v1ing this Chimera though, to be honest. Is that even? Yeah, that is the Chimera. Oh, but he's delivered me a nice snack.
Like, am I being objective or am I just being annoyed that we haven't had map changes? I can't tell. This map literally just looks better.
Oh, that's actually a good shot.
But I need to see the pits and stuff. Vertical drop down?
We need to contest this.
More open pathways into getting into pit?
Like, this Chimera's free! Fuck me,
it's a little congesty, but like...
Oh, he lands the dog, ladies and gentlemen, he did it!
This map unironically looks better.
Come on,
this looks like a better map.
You can do it, Chimera. You can tag this. We need it. Where's my team? Why is everyone leaving Fangtooth? Come on!
Like, this part's a little... I'm not sure.
Why are we all leaving Fangtooth? Come on!
Let me look at all this again.
That's really what I was looking for.
Okay, let me look at him on the map. I want to watch all of this pathing here.
Oh, that's actually a good shout.
Okay. Like, next to his tower, there's a vertical drop down into jungle.
I completely forgot about Fangtooth.
And then he goes through his jungle. Like, this is like where Neutral River is. My question is, do you see how the river winds like this? Can you see lane to lane? I don't think you can, because I see this big block wall here. I think it like it's blocked off and then it cuts into fog walls. Dude, this map is literally just better. Like, I think this map is literally just better than the live map.
Like, this Chimera's free!
Something about the pit that I don't like. It looks a little small. But...
Oh, he lands the dog, ladies and gentlemen, he did it!
Like, I feel like it should be a little deeper, but maybe you don't need to, because you don't really need to fight into it.
Where's my team? Why is everyone leaving Fangtooth? Come on!
Yeah, no, I don't care about that, actually.
Why are we all leaving Fangtooth? Come on!
No, yeah, I unironically feel like this map looks better.
No. Bye.
Wait.
Bye! I'm coming, Narbash.
There's like a... Is this a vertical drop down right here?
Bye. Bye!
Got a map worse than the current pred map in any of these games? I mean, I don't know that, right? Like, I can't confirm nor deny that.
God damn it. I didn't expect the Murdoch to be there. They're gonna get it now, I think. There's 3 of them.
This map just looks better. I don't know what to say, dude.
Be there.
Alright, let me see him respawn. The fuck is this? That's really interesting.
Jungle farm so I can get a bit ahead of Julie. Plus, they have 2 carries, so it's a nightmare.
The jungle looks a little bit... like, it's like a little bit more interesting, but probably just because it's different. But also, this looks like really hard to invade, so like maybe current jungle's better. I think current jungle's probably a little better. There's just like a lot of camps all over the place.
Alright, come on, let's kill this kid.
But maybe like the windiness of this map is just better overall.
Root. Nice. Alright, cool. We got a kill. We got a ton of farm. He has no mana, so we need to be careful. And
is this fault? No, this is pred.
It's being pushed. Might try and back for it, but I don't think
this is like 3-year-old alpha, closed alpha pred gameplay.
Grab another percent.
We're just like looking back at it. I just happened to stumble upon this video and just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, you better run.
Oh yeah, it also does say that at the top left of the screen. Kick. But that's because my mouse is still on the screen.
Okay. Oh, that was close. Ryan, you better kill him. You better get him. You better get him.
I think I genuinely like this
I
map
feel like
more.
that Murdoch might try to snipe me. I need to be super careful.
I'm not sure
You
though.
just
I'd have to
like-
play on it to be honest. I'd have to play on it to like have an opinion. That's just such a baby Fangtooth, bro. Sevrog literally bigger than that motherfucker. Oh
Need to hold
god,
back.
permanent
Maybe get
permanent
to- well, they might go
stats
prime.
on Fangtooth. Anybody remember that shit? God, that was
Oh,
so
no,
bad.
that's fine. Okay, then again, that time. Phew, that was close. We need
Like
to
in
defend
some
this
ways, the
lane.
game hasn't even changed that much.
Phew,
I was
they
gonna
traded-
say
they
that
didn't
kind
get
of closer
it. It was a
towards the
poor trade
end.
from them.
Like even from
No,
alpha to
nothing.
now, 3 years ago, the game really
ain't
isn't even
nothing.
that different. It's like basically the same, just like with map changes. Like, dude, what? Okay, what the fuck is this?
Jesus. This lane.
Like,
Phew.
why
They
don't
traded-
we
they
have
thought
shit
they could
like
get
this in the
it. It was a
current
poor trade
map?
from them,
This map is
No, they ain't
better.
nothing.
I like this map more.
'cause they ain't nothing.
Like, they need to do more shit like this. Like, more, like, stairs into drop downs that's not just in the middle of mid lane.
Oh, you don't like that
Like,
damage,
do
huh?
some shit like in the
Holy
middle
shit.
of the river, or, like, have, like, another drop, like, a bigger drop down in, like,
Jesus, I got
jungle, or... I
deleted.
don't know, man. I don't know. I hate these maps.
Speed, no bash speed.
I like this map. This map
Speed.
looks fun. It looks fun to play on. I don't know if it's actually very good. I can't tell. Like, it's one of those things like I would have to try it, but... Wait, when the fuck did they get orb?
Let's do orb, man. Let's do orb. Come on. Yes, my Narbash. He knows. He knows.
I still would change the pit. You know
comeback,
what?
baby, the comeback.
I'm spoiled by overprimed pits. Like the overprimed pits, it's literally a drop down pit that's open on both sides. I love that.
what?
I love it so much. Like I don't like that. Like one side is closed off to the pit. I'm not a fan of that.
Ryan should be able to hold him off.
Like I know that's how it is in League, so I guess it's not like the end of the world. But I really like Overprime's map. Their map is so good.
They all back.
The
There's-
Overprime map
there's
is so
maybe one.
good, dude. I like how the Prime buff is just
wanna see
on
if
the
I can-
screen. I mean, I know you can hold
get this.
tab or control and look at it though. Just like
Prime
I
chasing him,
kind of
maybe
like
we can-
seeing that. Well, you know what I want? I want the Prime buff to be on screen for your teammates. So like if I like say I die with Prime, I want to be able to see how long it's up for my teammates.
On patrol.
If that makes sense.
I'm gonna just spend. Look at that huge wave on left getting damage on there in him. We could probably Fangtooth and then go. We could probably do that. Let's do that.
Motherfucker moving. Look at them legs moving.
I feel like I'm pretty strong. I just gotta be. My team just need to like stun the Murdoch or something. If we get one of the carries out of the fight, we should be good.
What do you mean, like when you're
Right-
dead?
right
Yeah.
here.
It feels like one of those like little
they go through?
oversights that like I don't know. Just like haven't done anything with. I feel like this prime is being wasted on extra stats, but it is permanent stats. So probably not. I forgot.
Get these kids out of here! Go, Blitz a triple, baby! Oh, baby!
Oh
Oh,
my god,
baby.
that was so much damage.
You guys.
Carries
no
have
one-
always been broken,
They
it
didn't believe me.
seems.
They didn't believe me. They didn't think we were gonna do this. They didn't see the combat, baby. The combat. I'm gonna try to tank it for a bit while we wait for the minions. Oh, baby. I don't think we can end. We could maybe try the same thing here, although it hurts me so much. No! Not like this! That was free. I was giving them a comeback chance. Come on. Because they were missing.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, nice.
Orb.
Let's go left, because mid's gonna push in. This guy's so low.
Orb.
Why is he so low?
Orby. I like how close the lanes are to
Get this guy
the
out of here,
fog
lazy
walls.
back in him.
I'm a
Like,
big fan of that.
I have almost 100% crit chance. With all prime, I'm doing damage, ladies and gentlemen. Damage. I need my team to be in front of me, though. I'm pretty squish. Look at that damage. Why is he? Come on.
Hmm.
Try and get the tower first. Oh, baby, get him out of the sky!
Yeah, I think my takeaway from watching
baby,
this is
out of
that
the sky.
I really wish we had map changes, and the game doesn't even look
Feels
that
so
different in the
good
last
to
3
be
years.
back.
Like, it's different, but it's not like that much different.
It feels so
In
good.
the last 3
to be
years.
back. Oh, that was a really good game though. That was
Oh,
one of
they
the
also
only
have
games
an
I've
all
had.
chat.
That
That's
was really
crazy.
good. That was a lot of fun. Narbash stepping up, baby, stepping up at the end. I knew that was Narbash's strategy. He was like, let them think I'm bad, let them think I miss my dunks. And then he's just landing them towards the end of the game. And the team stepping up, securing the dub. Predecessor. I'm loving it. It's a lot of fun. It feels pretty much like Paragon, to be honest. In terms of if you guys want to know more about the development or have any questions, maybe I'll do a video on that later. But I just wanted to showcase the game to you guys, how it felt super smooth. You probably saw I had barely any issues. Maybe at the start a bit with my internet, but it's pretty smooth otherwise. So if you guys enjoyed that video, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Smash that thumbs up button and stay tuned for some more Predecessor gameplay coming very soon.
Hmm. Fuck. Hmm. I think the game is dying. No, not yet, but I think it's on the track to being. So yeah, probably. Like, the answer is like no, because the game isn't free to play yet. The game can't really die until it goes free to play. But I don't think they're doing a good enough job to have much of a future unless they change their development. So I think the game is kind of like slowly going that direction, but hard to say. Hard to say. Fuck, I gotta leave my computer on like all night to let this upload, which is super bummer. Super bummer. Alright. I'm gonna raid somebody and call it a night. I gotta go to sleep. Crazy Fool's playing Smite. Go love Crazy Fool. He's learning Smite right now because he's getting ready for Smite 2. I need to be doing this probably, playing with him, learning Smite. Because I don't know the game yet, so I need to learn it. Fault went free to play, nothing really changed, TBH. Well, I mean, that's irrelevant, right? Like, no offense, but like it doesn't really matter what Fault did. The only thing that matters is like, I don't care about Paragon, I don't care about OP. Like, I'm just looking at Pred. Like, my position with Pred is that I think they're too slow, and I think that even if the game is way better by the time they do get to free to play, if they don't find a way to speed up, they're never going to captivate and like hold an audience. So, oh, he's playing with Lake, right? Did I just see Lake? Yeah. Dude, I should probably start playing this soon. I don't feel like learning this game yet. I want to learn with Smite 2, but I know I should probably just start learning. It'd probably be better for me to just learn now. Just such an undertaking. Once I learn it, I'll be fine, but it's an undertaking to like learn a new game, so much shit you gotta learn. You gotta learn all the fucking items, all the heroes, you gotta learn the meta, you gotta learn how the game is played, like the strategy behind it, you gotta learn the rotations, the objectives, you gotta learn everything. In any case, friends, it's the objectives. Oh god. Shut up. Go watch Crazy Fool play some Smite. I'll catch y'all another time. It's not much to learn. It's a lot to learn regardless, dude. It's a lot to learn just because it's a different game. I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta go to bed. Oh fuck, I gotta put my clothes in the dryer too. Yeah, I gotta go do that. I gotta get some sleep. I'll catch y'all later. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging. New video of me playing Seraph will be up tomorrow if y'all want to go give that a watch. And then yeah, dude, live your best lives, my friends. Live your best lives. I'll catch y'all another time. Peace out. Ooh.